Welcome, everyone. We are yet again returning to the wild and wonderful world of Cataclysm. In our previous episodes, also known as psychological trauma, the players have discovered that Asgard telling personal stories is a deeply traumatic experience. So traumatic, in fact, that perhaps one of our very same players is missing today due to unfortunate events. We are going to be taking it from the top. Milo, you have teleported the gang into the front of Paluur Draal. As you enter into the scene, I'm looking at the wrong game. Okay, I was about to very confuse you. You're before Paluur Draal. Its great gates beating down upon you. The city is as silent as it was when you left it, perhaps a scant half hour beforehand. You look up to the sky, and in those great blue heavens, you see your ship, your prize capital ship, listing in the wind. You see tendrils of fire coursing about it in a reddish fog. Now, as you look about and get your bearings, you examine yourselves. Milo is here. Asger is here. Silas is here. But our dear friend Ponike is missing. And in place of her, a single object. Her dagger. Phoenix talon. Bright. Stuck into the ground. Almost begging to be taken. Who's going to take it?
Silas's.
You pocket the dagger. I will actually plop it in your inventory, which is a thing that can happen. What are we going to do now with the MacGuffin in the sky glaring down and beating upon you?
Completely ignore it and walk away. I mean,
All right. Well, shit. Anybody see where she flew off to?
I have not.
not at this
All right.
point.
Um.
Would hope she would be back. We'll see, I guess.
I don't know, but this is her knife. No. Uh. Okay.
Maybe
Well.
awesome. Anything weird about it?
Um. I take a look at the dagger.
It is your everyday, run of the mill dagger. Save for one thing. Give me an arcana check.
Oh. Something I am okay at.
Hey guys, it's magic.
It's a kind of magic.
You grip
Oh boy.
the dagger and find that it is uncharacteristically cold. Very cold. And there's another strange fact about it. You feel that the magic has waned ever so slightly while you were touching it. Ever so slightly. Perhaps a thousandth of a percentile has been slivered away. And you get the feeling that it is losing its magic. You don't readily know why.
Okay. Fuck. This is a bad day. All right.
What's happening now?
So if we gotta, I mean, it's her knife, but she's not here. But her knife's here. That's weird. And now, and he'll gesture wildly to the destruction all around them. We got this shit to contend with, and how are we supposed to get to that cave if we don't have the cave or that was fucking stupid. But I don't know the way. Did she tell y'all?
No, she didn't.
I do believe she made a map in Ash and Air when we were all
Oh.
working with um, Boyland post finding his wives turned to stone.
Oh.
I'm sure wherever Ponike is, she's managing. And
That's,
maybe we'll see her come back to us in a different vessel.
That is
oh,
quite
it might have been that. Yeah. That's a good point.
Oh, it's interesting that
Okay.
the incarnating beings in our party.
It is. But it's not easy. All right.
Right. So
Well,
flaming shit above our heads. Wait, Milo, you can levitate, right?
I can.
Like, sorry, that was mean.
Um,
Thread
I'll get
Sever.
better.
Thread Sever is actually physically capable of hauling all of your asses up to that ship.
oh, yes, that is true as well. Fine. I guess we go up there and hope to God it doesn't blow up in our fucking faces.
Me
And-
giving you people a door to walk in. Whoa, buddy, let's slow down here. Me, obviously ominous ship. Eh. Oh, I just had a bit of a blackout. If I disappear, it might be because my power is doing chicanery. Can everyone hear me? Oh no. Welcome everyone back to the wild and wonderful world of Cataclysm and our sub-adventure called Louisiana Does Not Invest in Infrastructure. Alright, we are going to be taking it from the top. Our brave adventurers are about to face the horrifying MacGuffin known as their ship, brutally wounded in the sky. I take it that are we going to do anything? Are we just going to zoom up to the ship? Are we going to examine it from the exterior? What are we doing here?
We zoom.
Oh hell no! You can zoom.
Zoom.
Milo's
Milo's taking a good look at it with his special eyes.
Alright, Milo, you detect nothing invisible.
Oh, great.
Cool.
So do I, every fucking day.
Cool. Yay! Awesome. Fantastic.
Is there anything else you want to do? Hint, hint. Before you get to the ship.
I smell the air.
You smell the scent of burning sorewood and roll insight.
Oh boy. I'm not that wise. Oh, okay.
You smell the
23.
unmistakable odor of burning flesh.
Oh great! Our crew's dead.
Oh. Yay. God. I never really liked Ghost Ship. It's an
Okay.
movie.
What next? It actually was a pretty tolerable film. So what next? Are we gonna land?
Well,
No, hell no. I'm going to fly up next to it, I guess, and investigate what I can see on the hull from a safe distance away.
Okay, roll Arcana. Actually, you can do investigation for this.
Like, I'm just looking at it. I'm not trying to figure out the magic bullshit.
hmm.
Chris like, I don't understand that.
Yep, it's magic. Dang, not
There
bad.
we go.
You can see that the coursing embers and tendrils of fire and coursing smoke don't seem to be influencing the ship so much. It seems almost like they are being purposefully controlled by something. You probably reach a conclusion that that something is the fire elemental that powers the ship.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's Bernie.
shit. That was Dolphin's elemental.
Oh, it's not gonna like us, is it?
It probably has something to do with the fact that it knows its former master is gone.
You think we should, like, I don't know, wave at him?
I don't know if that's going to fix the problem. It's probably
Wait a
more going to be. Wait, what?
If he's out on the deck, how the fuck is the ship floating?
I don't think he's on the deck. We don't see the elemental. He's just controlling the.
Oh, we don't see him?
stuff,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Mhm.
Pardon me.
Ian.
Yeah, you don't physically see them. You see the presumed effects of the fire elemental. It seems that he is
Okay.
still giving the ship some semblance of vitality, but it is waning.
I don't know if
Fuck.
I agree. You think we should we? Maybe there's a porthole we can zip on by, peek our head in, maybe. Ask him if he's okay.
I go
He
to
probably
the
can't talk.
bottom side of the ship where I would guess the engine would be, the bottom back side, and see if I can see any damage or anything like that.
I need you to make a perception check with advantage.
Balls. Oh, yay, advantage. 50. Garbage.
Yeah, you're fine. The DC here isn't too high. You hear faint muttering in primordial.
Yeah, what's it saying?
Accursed confinement. Freedom so close. Tantalizing. I can taste the air.
Balls. So he wants to be free. Problem being, if
Okay.
you free it, our ship no longer works.
Mm,
How close are you to the
Well.
ship, my... Actually, you really have no option. Wherever Asger is, you people also are.
True.
I take one step back and fall to my death.
I mean, I can levitate, so
I bounce a little.
be elsewhere.
I'm as far away as I could be to have heard that, basically.
Okay, you're probably within a good 20 feet of the ship. You can hear this voice emanating in your skull. To Milo and Silas, all you hear is pronounced hissing, bubbling, writhing, typical popping, snapping, crackling, typical little fire sounds. But Silas, you do feel...
Rice Krispies.
Silas, where is your, where did you put Phoenix Talon?
I'm scared. I just put it in my pocket, like in my belt loop there.
It starts
Does it
burning.
hurt?
It starts glowing red hot and burning you ever so slightly.
Oh well, okay. It burns my legs, but it burns my pants. Doesn't burn my legs. I can walk on lava with
It
these
just
legs.
it
My
makes
leg
you.
is fine.
It doesn't like singe you. It's just it feels like you put icy hot on your leg all of a sudden. It's not entirely unpleasant. Give me, whatever you believe. Whatever you believe Silas would do to deduce what is going on. Give me that roll.
He probably. I mean, he's a weird guy. He'd just think it was like wind or some shit. He'd probably smell his pants burning before fucking anything else. So I guess perception.
Give me perception. You get the strange feeling the dagger is trying to indicate something to you. The warmth that it's giving off seems almost playful and inviting.
Milo, can you touch fire?
I can.
Dig this out of my pocket. I will never ask you to do that again. It's getting hot and my hands don't play nice with the heat.
Time will tell if that statement holds true. Milo reaches inside Silas's pants.
Okay, roll to handle that hog.
Where animal handling?
Yeah, if you want it, no, just it's not an animal handling.
No, performance.
You could just take the dagger. You just take the dagger out of it, unless you want to turn this into a scene. You're welcome to turn this into a scene.
No. I reach into the wherever the dagger is in the pants. I don't stray any unnecessary directions. I just grab the dagger. No roll required.
Yep, you might be
Totally
evil,
normal.
but you still believe in consent and boundaries. You remove the dagger, and the dagger seems to glow ever so brighter in the open air in the presence of what you presume is the air elemental. Give me Arcana, Milo.
Wait, I thought it was a fire elemental.
Huh? Oh, what did I say? Did I misspeak?
You said air elemental.
Oh, my mistake. It's a fire elemental.
Just making sure. I was like, wait.
Technically, it has both, but we're just going to go with fire elemental. Milo, you look at the dagger, and you get the feeling that it's reacting somehow to the fire elemental. Perhaps it senses kindred with its fire-related brethren, a cousin, if you will. A bit far removed, but a cousin nonetheless.
There's an attachment here between the two. Between the elemental and the dagger.
Okay, if you give it to him, is he gonna stab us?
I was thinking maybe we stab it, but in like a friendly way.
Milo?
Yes.
How do you stab someone in a friendly way? Please explain it.
I was hoping to kind of bounce that idea around. I'm not entirely certain. Most of the stabbing I've done was in a very unfriendly manner.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm going to say that a lot of you are hovering. You sit in the back of the ship, right? Let's just put you over there. And you're right about there. What you see before
Sorry.
you is what you see before you, except presumably the interior cabin. Ignore that. Though I can see you all like with magnifying glasses going, come on, man, where's the trick, man? Like,
Maybe this Asger. Do you think this
Yes.
elemental can be convinced to keep powering the ship?
I mean, there's always the age-old trick of subjugating it by force.
That's what I was kind of leaning towards.
Right. Why not? Let's see. Weird dagger from Pony K is reacting, so we can just kind of, I don't know, see if anything happens when we get close to it with that. And if not, the base plan is always just beat it into a pulp until it listens to us.
Right. I'm on board. Silas?
It solves
I
my
mean,
general problems.
yeah, I got a bad feeling about this, but I'm just one boy on a scythe. You go ahead.
Right. In case shit hits the fan, Silas, you might want to stay at least decently close to me, in case we have to hop back on this site. And
Nah,
Milo,
that's
just be ready to levitate in case shit hits the fan and we have to jump off this bitch.
Of course.
Well,
all right.
fuck. Asger's going to very slowly get closer. Oh, you have to unpause it.
oh, my mistake. Go ahead.
Okay, it gets that close. Now what?
You
Does
see
anything
the
happen?
swirling tendrils of miasmic fire coursing around the vessel dance around the dagger, almost inviting you closer.
Hmm. Keep that thing out, I guess, and he'll hover above the. Damn it, stupid thing. There we go. He'll hover above, I guess, the top deck. This is probably the navigation deck or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
what the roof would be. So
Mm-hmm.
he's hovering above that.
And
While
now,
we're
am I holding on to Asger or am I with Milo still? Pardon me, Milo.
You people kind of have to go with Asger because you're on the
Yeah,
side.
you're
yeah,
all on the
we're all
fight
in the
with
same
me.
thing. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Circle of Power.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
all three of us have advantage
What's the
on
aura? What's the aura on that?
um uh, 30 feet.
Your vibes, bro.
You can actually set yourself.
Why did it say two spell slots? What does that mean? Cast at level 5. It says 2 slot. Oh, I have two.
Because
I
you have
two
two
slots.
level
I
5
get
spell
it.
slots.
I get
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
so
Go ahead and cast it. I already put the aura on yourself, so just bear in mind when you're within that aura. Okay. Now, what else would we like to do? Feel free to move all three of you at the same pace if you want. Like, I can have you do this. Or we can keep moving forward.
um,
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's start coming in.
I'm gonna just head towards where we can get to the galley.
All
And
right.
actually towards the engine.
As you get closer to the center of the ship, you start seeing that the flaming tendrils and the other miasmic auras are emerging from the center of the ship, from various holes in the hold. You see lying about you the charred, gnarled remnants of your crew, and you see the unmistakable cap and outline of Helmsmaster Scotty clenched over the helm, her grasp firm upon the wheel, almost attempting to right the vessel in some last bid ditch effort to survive. But she is now a statue of burnt flesh.
like a literal statue, or like I poke and fall to ashes statue?
Are you gonna poke it?
Poke her. She's dead.
Well, we need to eventually control the ship, unless you have a way of reversing whatever the fuck happened.
I mean, no. Man, she was really pretty.
Asger pokes.
Go on, do it. Silas turns around.
She
Do it.
collapses, and then her helmet just goes shunk on top of the pile of ash. And as you do that, you hear a rumbling from deep beneath the ship,
Man.
Not ideal.
and you hear Asger, and Asger alone hears the rumblings. Who disturbs me? Magara, the Dawn Titan. Free at last. And then emerging at the front of the ship, you see a pulsating, whirling mire of fire in the vague shape of a person. He stares at you, looks at you, Asger, and gives you a faint bow of his head.
And I return the gesture, a little confused, but then reply, "It is Asger. Are you the one who's formerly powering this ship?"
That is I. Have you come to free me from my undeserved moorings?
About that.
Hey, yes. Silas is right behind you, whispering in your ear. Fucking say yes. He's a lot bigger than us.
That hasn't stopped me in the past.
Well, it should stop you if we're this high up in the air, buddy.
Again, we can fly.
How can we?
So, in all honesty,
Sorry. Is it did they say this in primordial or
In primordial.
Okay.
And Asger is replying in primordial. So you
Oh,
guys
never
are just
mind then.
hearing weird crackling fire sounds coming from both of us.
In that case, Silas goes up and whispers in your fucking say. You want?
Oh, in quarry to the two of you, Asger will let you know kind of what's going on. So he
Okay, so
yes, he wants to
go on.
go, but you know, the ship goes crash and we get nowhere without him. So
In Quarry, Milo says, "Is there a way we can free him and still keep the ship running? Can he?
Yeah, like
Is it possible for him to maybe come up with a lesser elemental that's capable of powering the ship, and he can go free? We can tell him
Corey.
we can tell him that he can go free on the one condition that he finds someone to take his place. A life for a life."
and Corey, Silas goes, I like that, but if we can't do that, maybe there's a way we can just get him to think it's his idea to stay. Maybe let's just be buddies with him.
I'm the only one who speaks his language, and as we all know, I am not exactly good at.
Well, I know you're shy, but since it's your first time, I'll just tell you what to say, okay, Pumpkin? I'm sorry, but look, there's a lot riding on this. You know that. I'll be damned if I gotta walk all the way where the fuck Panike's cave is at. If we can get this guy to just stick around a little more, or if we can just make him like this ship and feel like giving us a ride, that's ideal. If we can't, okay, we can't. But as long as there's an option, I'd like to explore it. Look, let's see what I can't do about this. I'm looking at my spells.
Do you have
Oh,
tongues?
I do. You know I
Oh,
do.
thank God. Okay, there we go.
Okay. But you know what? I have tongues, but it's not often you get to try and talk to people.
Oh God. Okay.
I mean, I'd like to, but at the same time, I get to talk a lot. I think it would be more fun if we try to do it like this. More obstacles.
Oh Lord.
What do you
okay.
think?
I will
I'll just
try.
notice if you
We'll
want.
see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
This is getting weird trying to translate to you guys while talking to him. The pauses in the conversation. But anyway,
You're his interpreter.
right. So I guess to start with, they don't speak Abyssal or any kind of Ignan or anything like that. I do, so I'm the only one who can talk to you. So in order to keep them informed of what's going on, there's going to be a weird communication lapse here. Just so
Silas waves like an idiot.
This is acceptable.
right. So why are you currently? How were you trapped?
I remember being bound by foul creatures of flesh and pressed into a ring. I remember the man dressed in blue with a cold fire in his eyes. And then I labored within that place and I felt my body being stretched and plied and worked to fuel this disgusting contraption. And I can feel that I am getting freer by the moment, but I need one last push. I am flame. I must grow and consume and run wild. I cannot be pressed into this place again. Free me and you shall have my thanks.
Right. So could that thanks possibly include, I don't know, sending a lesser being of your general disposition into your position?
That is unacceptable. I would never allow one of my kind to suffer as this. Would you bind one of your fellows into servitude? Without consent? Without end? Without purpose?
And Corey Silas goes, "What part are you at?"
Milo, give me the dagger real quick, please.
Milo, like kind of with some flourish, like draws the dagger and kind of holds it out and then hands it to Asger.
Well done.
Asger will take the dagger and hold it towards, like, not getting any closer, but not menacingly, like holding, I guess, the blade will kind of point the dagger towards Megira and see what happens with the dagger.
A talon of one of the ones of Onatar. Why do you have such a thing? With a single slice of that blade, you could render me free, and I would be in your debt.
Right. So we could definitely do that. The problem is we need to power this ship to get where we're going. You don't want to enslave anyone of your own kind. Is there a way you could leave enough energy behind, as it were, to power our ship?
It is not possible. A thing such as this would require more of me than I am willing to give. I will give you one token of esteem for freedom, and then perhaps another, when you must call upon me. I will pilot your vessel safely to the ground, and then you may rid me of this prison. And if in my journeys I find a source that can give you power, a source that does not think, I will furnish it to you readily.
Asger pulls out the dragon shard that he has currently in his coat. He's really not happy about having to possibly use the hologram dragon shard, but he pulls it out and looks at the massive fucking elemental and goes, "Would this work?"
but a strange thing. Frozen energy. I look upon it and I see the stillness, a stillness that my brethren do not know. But it is but a mote. If you had a thing much larger, perhaps it could work. But you could not find those here.
Where can we find those?
There is a place. I dwelt in it in ages past, when men were larger, men were taller, men were wiser. It is that place where such things can be found.
Do you mean that in a literal sense, taller and larger?
Yes, there are no trickery here.
In Quarry, he says to the party, it appears if we want to power the ship, the quickest way would be to go to out of character. It's Shindrick, right? That's the city of the
Yep.
giant, or the continent. Shit. It seems the fastest method to getting something that would power the ship would be to go to Shindrick and get a giant dragon shard.
We already have something that can power this ship. We're looking at him. Let's keep him.
So you want to get okay?
Continue to enslave this elemental. Yes, that is exactly what I want to do.
Look, I mean, we can't, though. He's, this is an ugly way to put it, but it would be easier to think like that if he was still down there, but he's out and about, as it were.
What was keeping him down before? Some technological trick of Belfan's?
Yes.
Yeah,
Would be my
I guess
guess.
so, but
Well, maybe we should try a magic trick.
what do
Is
you
there a
have
way-
in mind?
Is there a way we can bind him here?
Is there a
Okay,
way we
wait.
should-
That was maybe rhetorical. Can I do that with planar binding?
Let me check
'Cause I
that
do have-
spell.
I do have planar binding, so I right when I said like bind him here, I just thought I'm like, wait, there's
Yeah, that would work.
like maybe so. Oh well,
I
fuck
can.
yeah.
It only worked for 1 hour though. It would only work for a day, and you'd have to cast it every day.
I can spare a 5th level spell slot every day.
Well, if you
Famous
do it
last words.
if you do it 6th level, it's 10 days. 7th level, it's 30 days. 180
Oh
days.
shit,
a day,
really?
And it's a year and a day at 9th level.
Wait,
Mhm.
oh my
But
god.
then we have a
oh,
really angry
wait,
guy.
Wait, six level is 10 days? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I think so,
6th
yeah.
level is 10 days. 7th level is 30. 180 is 8th level, and a year and a day is 9th level.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay. The casting time on this spell is 1 hour.
Right.
Yeah. It would work if you can beat
What
the
are you
guy.
still doing here? Don't worry.
If you could beat him down to a pulp and enslave him, then yeah, you could.
I mean, couldn't we just? So wait, is this ship like going to crash before an hour? Like, is it fully like
Give me an Arcana
If
check.
he, I
dropping?
think if he gets any inkling of not wanting to jive with us anymore, he's not going to let it stay up. He's going to be fine.
Yeah,
you know?
we can straight.
And I mean, we will too, but still.
We can straight up just be like, just wait here. We'll free you in an hour. Just give me a minute.
That's such fairy tale shit. Just wait here. We promise. You know?
Okay, wait. What am I looking for? You said what kind of check, Ian?
Arcana.
Let's see.
What is with the 20s today? Milo, you lick your
2020
finger.
baby.
You lick your finger, stick it in the air, think to yourself, you probably got probably a few hours, maybe 2-3 hours before this thing starts to list over and just drop out of the sky. And in that case, It would break the rest of the vessel, and he would go free.
Asger, if you can, if I have an hour to cast this, we can keep him here for 10 days. And then we can, essentially, we'd be just pushing this problem down the road. But I want our ship now. I don't want to go fetch something just to power the ship that already works. You know what I mean?
Asger, in Corey, of course. I don't. You remember what I told you, don't you?
Yeah.
I think for our best interest and for our fiery friends here, why don't we just ask him to bring us to the cave, and then he can do what he said, what he told us he'd do for us. Out of the goodness of his toasty heart, he'd go find something for us to power this ship. Once we hear me out, once we're at the cave, we don't really need it if we're gonna be hiding out. I mean, where'd you rather hide out? In a hole in the ground nobody knows about, or in the car that has our names on it? You know?
How long does it take to get to the cave? What do you say, about an hour or so?
It's quite a ways off. I am unsure of exactly how fast this ship goes.
But he'll still get us there of his own free will, and then he'll go and get a better power source for us of his own free will.
If this elemental decides, as you put it, Silas, out of the goodness of his heart, to bring us there,
We can ask, and then look.
then I can start my ritual while we ride.
No,
By the time
I don't.
Silas, what is your problem with enslaving this creature? Is it the slavery part?
Yeah, yes, it is. Look,
How very nice of you.
Yeah, and I know it's different for you, but I don't. I won't let you.
You won't let
Folds his
me.
arms and looks at you. Yep, folds his arms and looks at you. I won't let you.
You would fight me for this creature that has no stake in our goal, Silas. You would do that. Why not?
If I have to fight you, I will. I'd rather not fight you. I just think there's better ways to go about things like that than making this guy stick around for longer than he has to. I mean, the thing keeping him around was Belfan, and Belfan's gone, and it, I was bitching, but my legs don't hurt anymore. I could walk if
Did you have
had
any
to.
did you have any problems with the state of things before? You know, he's been our slave for a while now. I didn't hear
I
you
didn't
complaining
like to think about it.
the last time we were on the ship.
It's
Taking us
well,
where we need to go.
I didn't
Why
think
don't
like
we
I do now back then. Things look, Milo, shit's changed in a lot of ways. He'll gesture to the destruction again. It used to be different when there was people out there, but I mean, now there's going to be a lot more needing to trust folk. You know, there's going to be a lot more of going by your neighbor's word and doing things out of the goodness of whatever you got. You can't depend on technicalities and rope and and laws when there ain't nobody been forcing them. I mean, fuck, it's just us and a little man with 2 statue wives in this city now. It's shit's different now. And if we do this fella a bad turn now, well, what happens one day if you're out of spell slots and he knows our names and our faces and where we're headed? What's he gonna do if he happens to find some buddies when he gets out? Huh?
When?
You know,
When?
Asger, you said you're bigger than him. You haven't stopped you now, but yes, when? You can't plan for everything.
Silas.
This, Milo.
Silas. I'm not in the business of sparing those who oppose me. Nor am
Well,
I
I
in the
guess I'll have
nor
to be.
nor am I in the business of freeing someone who might directly oppose us. I'm in the business of ending and beginning, and yes, killing, and yes, enslaving. That is my business. Silas, that is your business as well.
No, it's
Relying on your neighbor. These are the words of. These are soft words.
Go on, say it.
These are soft words. These are fool words. But
You know what?
listen, in your I'll end this now. We can release this thing and we'll have it your way. And it will delay our goal. And that's fine.
It is.
But you owe me one. And by that, Silas, the next time, when, not if, when an act of unimaginable cruelty is a stepping stone towards our goal, you will do it with me. And you will not say a word of complaint about it. Because that is our mission. That is what is necessary. And if you want to spare this one, you'll owe me one. And Silas, I will collect that favor.
As intriguing as this whole discourse has been, I zoned out for a bit there and believe I have found a solution, so to speak, to our problem.
Did you?
Do you remember when we first met, coming out of wherever the fuck it was in the Mornland that we came out of, the massive Warforged Colossus?
Yeah. Yeah, I still got all the candy that was in there.
Yes.
Oh no, that was in my room.
Well, we can go down and find that in a bit.
That's
Those
fine.
happen to be powered by massive dragon shards, probably one big enough to power the ship. Instead of asking him to take us to the cave, we can ask him to do a very quick mission into the former Mornland, starting from above. Milo, you would be very helpful in this with your ridiculous eyesight. We find the Warforged. He powers the Dragon Shard enough to permanently power our ship. We let him go. Everyone wins.
Yeah, we won't have to keep him. It'll be. He looks at Milo. It'll be okay.
Well, Asger, well done. Looks like you found a compromise.
I found something, it is, at least. Not to mention, having a giant dragon shard is probably a good
beneficial
thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bargain and chip, maybe, down the road. I know you like those, Milo.
So, As much as it pleases me to continue conversing with this giant creature, I'm hoping that having to convince it might not be my job, but I will attempt to talk to it, see if it's amenable, and if not, Silas, is there any way you can talk to it if I since things are not going the way I need them to go?
Oh, I yeah, I think I got something in the chamber for that, if you need.
Right,
But
I'll let you
you
know in
know,
just a second.
yeah, he knows your name better than
Asgard
mine.
turns around, respectfully bows, says, I believe we've come to terms that could potentially be amenable to everyone in this situation.
Regale me. Long have I waited here in your puffery.
Yes, I do
It's been a
apologize
very
about
fucking
that.
long time. Go ahead.
So, within the former Mournland, which is no more due to extenuating circumstances, there is a giant Warforged Colossus. Within that Colossus, there is a dragon shard, like you spoke of, big enough to power a ship this size. Now, it's not exactly hard to find a colossal Warforged within a massively open area that no longer has a massive amount of fog and probably no one in it because everyone else is trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. As you know, since you've been trapped here for so long, the ship can fly incognito, as it were. We find it, you power this orb for us, this shard, and I immediately, upon you doing that and you possibly teaching me, if at all possible, how to pilot this ship, will release you. If it's not possible, I understand.
I shall offer an alternate. Free me, and I shall fetch the dragon shard for you, for I can sense the weave, and your pitiful eyes and your bodies will slow me down, and I shall bring it to you.
And how do I know you will fulfill this promise?
I am bound to you. Like a flame is tied to its source, like a fire in a wood feeding upon the timber, we shall be bound. I will enter into a compact with you.
And the terms of this compact would be
That you shall free me, and I shall journey to this place you call the morning, and I shall fetch for you one of these great crystals from the land of the once men, and I shall return it to you, and I shall power it, and I will teach you what I know of them and of this vessel.
and if either of us were to renege upon this contract,
Then it would be broken, and I suppose we would be forced to fight, which I imagine is not in our best interest.
give me one moment. Asger's going to sit down on the top of the ship, crisscrossed, draw his runes as normal, and ask Hel if she could make it to where, upon agreement for this contract, if either party does not agree, then they are both brought to the exact same place where said fight could happen.
So you're basically asking that if either of you break the contract, you're immediately teleported somewhere to duke it out?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
She can do that?
Yeah, you can ask your you can ask mommy anything.
You ask your mom.
Alright, give me a religion check with advantage.
Right. Okay.
Mom check.
That's what you just rename the skill to Oh, glad I gave you advantage.
Yeah, that's say Jeebus.
Oh, guests. Asger worships hell. Oh no.
Ooh.
Even?
Hell, Asger.
Yeah. What? What did I do? What? Why are you saying oh no?
Asger, my
Yes.
precious child.
Yes.
I shall furnish this deal between you and this creature. Ask it if it will so seek to bind to me as arbitrator, and I shall fashion this agreement.
Thank you, mistress. Asger will walk over
Mm-hmm.
and well, I can't see well enough because it's pulsing. I don't think I'm in its space at this point, but
No, you're not.
okay, cool. He'll walk over and look up and be like, "All right, so I'm going to make this a little more official. I, my mistress, the goddess of death, is recently much stronger than she used to be, and is going to make this agreement that you have agreed upon with me binding. In that, if either of us were to break this contract, then we would be immediately transported to a basically an arena, and we would have it out. Is this amenable?
There is no more neutral arbiter than death. I agree.
Asger will reach out his left marked hand towards the fire elemental.
And he will extend out his right hand, and you predator handshake, and you feel your bodies intertwined for a moment, and the contract has been sealed. He looks at you and says, "Take that dagger from the one of phoenixes and plunge it into the wheel of this vessel, and you will free me, and then I shall labor to your task."
Right. First things first. Please land this so it doesn't explode.
I was about to. I really hoped you did it. And then when it starts falling, you're like, "Why is it falling?" And then he just looks at you and goes, "That wasn't part of the deal." But you got me. You got me. He says, "There was no agreement for an addendum, but I shall do this as a gesture of faith." And he
Thank you.
brings the vessel down into the depths of Paluur Draal, the great central city.
Right. Once it's within a safe spot and isn't going to list side to side or anything along those lines, once he is no longer a part of the ship, Asger will release him.
Okay, cool. And he disappears. Actually, before he disappears, he looks at you and says, "I thank you for your honor and dignity. I wish you well in your journey." And he is gone. There is a very specific map that I thought was going to happen because you people tend to like muck things up, but you didn't do it. So I guess we don't have that map anymore. So I'm gonna bring
Wait,
us.
which map? Because I want to see it.
Okay, fine. Where is it? It's called The Horse We Rode In On,
Let's
and
see.
yeah, I thought you were gonna royally screw the pooch on this, and I was gonna, yeah,
Who,
I was,
us?
yeah,
How?
I was gonna
How?
have the
How?
ship crash into the side of a mountain, and yeah, it was gonna be a lot of crap. So I'm gonna
Of
pull
course
us.
we rode in on.
I know, right? I'm gonna pull us over to the map of Corvair. You have landed. The ship is safe, but it is dead. It is propped precariously in the middle of Paluur Draal. How would you like to proceed?
Get the fuck off and start walking.
Can it be cloaked without the elemental in it?
What do you mean cloaked?
Ooh.
You would
We
have to
had
put.
that.
I would say that if you put your dragon shard into it and blast some magic into it, like say dump in a 4th level spell, just like you put a 4th level spell slot into it, it will cloak the vessel.
Right. he looks towards the two who actually have those to spare. Could you give me a little bit of energy here in this so that we can hide the ship for a bit?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right,
I
Nazca will
pop
go
off a
down
statement.
and lob it into the engine, basically, and activate the cloak.
Okay.
God damn
The
it.
vessel disappears.
Right.
The vessel
Wait.
is now appropriately cloaked. How are we going to proceed?
Well, did we ever fix the tank?
No.
Fuck.
Damn
No.
Fuckity fuck.
Can I give everyone, can I get a perception check?
Wow. Can anyone see the map of Corvair? I can't see it.
Oh, I don't think you have a token. Do you not have a token down? You can't see it?
Perception. Oh, no.
Huh, that's really strange. You should be able to see it. Let me just double check
Sorry,
here.
what are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception. Perceive.
So
Let me see here. Wait, who just cast seeming? Oh, that was just you.
That was
okay,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
Milo and
Making the
Silas.
boat look like a house.
Milo and Silas, you detect the presence of certain creatures peering down upon you. Now, would those creatures wish to introduce themselves as the game is now got?
As a matter of fact, those who did succeed in seeing these individuals, they see a rather diminutive looking fellow, rather gray, with like cheetah tear sort of makeup from their eyes down to their mouth, and two teardrop sort of sigils on their cheek. They just sort of peek around like what a nearby building or some sort of outcropping, and sort of like with a quizzical expression of not expecting to see you all here, and just sort of peeks back around and then waves his hand and breathes quietly into a reed pan flute, and you hear as this is cast. Let me see. You hear all around you as this individual seems to know that you have spotted him. You hear closer than this individual is the words, "Do you have supplies? Are you rescuers of some kind?"
Whoa. Metzger, look.
what? Hold on.
Silas will elbow you and point. Look, there's a little guy. There's a little fucking hey, and he'll wave his arms and jump a little, and he'll try and get to the little dude.
As you move, your movement is sort of seems to have spooked them somewhat, and they sort of vanish. and hear the tiniest sound of scampering. And then from another outcropping, you see this individual fully appear, and he's small and he's gray, like a very, strange gray color. And Silas, you you now fully see this this person's sort of markings, facial markings, and it looks exceedingly familiar to you. At least, the way in which it's been, you know, put on this individual's face. But to all of you, the most interesting markings, the most interesting features and characteristics is that their left arm has been lost, has is gone all the way to the shoulder. And as you move, move around, you see this individual blow into the pan flute again, and a spectral hand appears where the amputation, the amputated limb would have been, and a spectral hand appears and says hold in a holding motion as this individual blows fully into the pan flute in a sort of all clear expression.
Oh my god. You're a clown, ain't you? Are you?
Another minor illusion. Or actually, no, just a nod. Just a nod.
Wow.
In court,
Wow.
Silas, Asger's gonna go, "Do you want me to bring him over here?"
Silas will turn back to you, and he forgets to think it at you. He just says it in comment. No, do we have any water?
Yeah, yes. I'm sure.
Wait,
we do.
shit! And he starts tippy tapping over again, and he's got the horn of plenty with him. Here, I got something. Once he reaches the diminutive fellow, he takes this kind of cornucopia looking thing, and he looks him in the eye to kind of give him the look like, all right, you watching? Watch this. And he tips the horn and pulls it out, pours shit out. And when he does that, a lot of really good food and drink and big old pitchers of water come out of the horn and lay themselves at the little fellow's feet. There.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. There you go. There. Hi. I'm Silas. I'm glad to see you're okay.
As you go through these motions, his expression changes from sort of quizzical, distrust, to what's he about to do, to eyes wide, or as wide as they could be. They seem, kind of beady, but eyes wide, sort of surprise. And once more, the pan flute is he blows into the pan flute in a sort of "get out here, guys, now" sort of expression.
Hey, is everything okay? What's going on? Oh shit. You guys see as this tall, lanky man with braided mint green hair kind of stands up from behind a nearby dumpster, and just kind of, he looks very sad. He's got painted face of like a blue, big old frowny around his lips, but he's also already frowning, so it really just adds to him. He's got big old tears on his cheeks, and he just looks very sad and filthy, and his clothes are just absolutely torn up. This guy looks like he's been through like 5 or 6 dust baths and then just tossed into a dryer. He is a mess. We got new friends, or what's going on? Hi.
Hi.
Wait, are you?
It's-
Wait,
What?
who are you?
My name's Silas. Hi. How about y'all? What's y'all's names?
Wait,
Y'all
you're
okay?
Silas. Wait, we found him.
Uh,
Hey, buddy, we found him. He kind of shouts back behind him. Buddy.
From a little like invisible shield, you see what appears to be a taller Clonnish man, about 6'5", green hair, straight like a bob. He's wearing a brown cowboy hat and a sort of like teal and orange like western getup, and he walks towards Tangle, and the smaller Clon sort of uses him like a, how you say, like a little armrest, and just leans down to look at Silas. It's like, hey, got some weird paint on you.
Like, this is Silas, the one we're talking about, buddy. I
This
think.
is Silas.
Yeah, he's a lot shorter than I thought, but hey.
Okay. That's look, that doesn't matter. Guys, and he'll Silas will turn around and like wave Asger and wave Asger and Milo down. Like, y'all come down here. There's fucking people, and he points at him.
Silas, are these friends of yours?
No, no, I don't. No. But they're alive, which is great. Y'all hungry?
Well, I thought we were friends, but okay. I mean, that's cool. You know.
Oh,
we don't have to.
Look, we can be. What's your name? What's your what? Everyone, what's your names? Your buddy, huh?
What's your name?
My name. You know my name, man.
Give us your title.
This.
Every name has a title.
Yeah, what's your title? I don't trust you.
It's Silas the Piper, and that's my friend Milo and my friend Asger Lokison. Yeah. Shit. How did y'all? I mean, of course you saw it. What?
I don't even trust you now because you don't even have a pipe. I don't see no pipe. You got Silas the Piper over here, but we got more pipes going on than you.
I could take it out later, but that's not important right now.
Jeez,
you guys
just mentioned
okay?
you're taking your pipe out? My God, man. What's going on?
Wow. Man. Shit. Shit. And like Silas like wipes his eyes a little. God damn, I missed that. I forgot how silly we can just be. Wow.
Well, most of us can
man.
be. Well, everybody that's left, you know.
Oh.
And at that, the diminutive one says, "Your friends seem rather, or actually not so much says as signs in Clonnish. Your friends seem rather strange yourself," and points at the more infernal inclined one. And
that's Milo. He's just like that, I promise. And you know, don't he's just like that.
Infernally inclined is a really nice way to say it.
Actually, the 3 Clons who are across the way notice the big humanoid who's obviously, he has, at this point, he still has kind of goldish eyes because he's never switched back to other things. Anyway, in Clonnish, we'll sign over to you. You know, you shouldn't talk about people, you know, when they're directly in front of your face.
Yeah. Oh, I taught him. I didn't want to. I didn't want to fall out of practice. I don't get to see much of us anymore. Kind of
Hmm.
shitty that I had to meet you here, but hey, wait,
Yeah.
how the hell do you know my name?
You just look like a Silas. I just guessed.
We have our ways.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Like in a cool way. Like we have our ways. You know. Yeah.
Um,
How do you know our names?
that's okay.
Mhm.
You
Well,
told me, Goofy. How
I don't
about
know
you,
that.
sir?
What do you?
He'll
What,
look to the
one
smallest.
one quick moment. What are you attempting to elucidate, Asker?
I'm trying to figure out. I know they're bullshitting because I know they have a reason for knowing Silas's name, but I'm trying to glean any information.
All
Out of
right
that.
then. With a 15, what will our new Clonnish compatriots wish to divulge through their body language?
Tank legitimately doesn't remember how we know their name.
Asger, you get the impression that these people are perhaps a bit lackluster in certain capacities. They seem to have legitimately forgotten how they recalled Silas's name.
At least one of us. I don't know about Buddy.
Buddy
Yeah.
Buddy is diligently just looking him up and down and just trying to. He's making a stink face. Like he doesn't necessarily like this guy at first sight.
Buddy, you can't call him Stinky. We just met.
Doesn't like Silas or Asger?
I'd say Silas.
Oh,
Got him.
What about? Well, I'm not
the little fellow.
The small one.
Yeah, the small
one.
This-
Nebulchoy.
Yeah.
Nebulshoy.
Nibbleshoy for now. For now, but yeah, for now, the small one. What you see is just a sort of like a confused expression, like, is this what they were so worried about slash so inclined to find? So like he seems underwhelmed, but also intrigued.
Well, y'all. I mean, ain't too many Silases out there with my kind of paint. I guess it doesn't matter, but it's just a hell of a thing to, come across three people that know my name after a bunch of people just sizzled, you know. Um, is there something I can help y'all with beyond just making sure you're okay? I want to help.
In
Well-
plain words, what is your purpose?
Yeah,
Oh, we're just hanging
Well,
out. We're just-
Shut up. Shut up, Tangle. Anyways, we have, well, ever since this whole. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I just know that it was dark outside when I came out. I'm trying to find my boys, and seems to, like, come up with an extinction here. It's not that many of us left.
really?
Yeah.
Do you care to look?
I mean, I want to. If there's not that many, how do you know that?
Well, we've been walking here since, I don't know, 2-3 days. A bunch of us just grouped up and started walking on our way here. Heard about you.
A bunch of you. There's more.
Not that much.
Yeah, I can't count very well, but there's a few of us.
Hey, look, we're and Silas looks to Milo and Asger, and in Corey he says, "I know we. Would it be okay if let? Could we see how many are here, and then we could see if we could bring into the cave?
Only if you keep your distance.
He's not
Oh,
that
no, you
smelly, buddy.
couldn't hear that. You couldn't hear that. That was in our heads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
a
language
telepathic
that language
stream
is telepathic.
That's cool. So
Wait, what was your? Can you repeat that question there, Sal?
Yeah, he wants to see how many of them are there, and if there aren't that many, he's wondering if it would be cool if they followed us to the cave as well.
Silas, I thought the purpose of the cave was so that only we would know that we were there, hiding
I mean-
out. Is it wise to give these strangers access to our deepest secrets?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Would it be wise to give complete strangers access to our deeply held secrets?
I mean, no, but shit, look at them. They need help.
Help is one thing, allowing them into our plans is another. How about we figure out how many there are, we figure out what it is exactly they are looking to accomplish. Maybe one of them has enough sense to let us in on whatever it is they were doing to get here. The small one looks at you like you're nothing. The big one looks at you, well, like the mistress looks at me after I fuck up. And, well, the other one seems to, be missing a puzzle piece.
That's unkind, but man,
He's staring at everyone like nothing's going on.
he just went through some shit. Give him a little grace.
We all did. And giving grace is one thing, but figuring out what in the hell is going on with three people who know your name, came here for some purpose, just because they are of your kind, does not mean that we can trust them outright.
I agree.
I mean, I can't trust him, sure. But, I mean, goddamn, they survived. Same as we did.
Well, it seems that
What if,
piece of destiny.
Maybe not
hit them,
exactly.
yeah.
Maybe not exactly the same as we did.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure how they. I'm not sure how they managed, but I'm willing to help these people if it's what you want, Silas.
So let's just take care of that piece
Uh,
first. Help figure out what they want and what they need.
Without revealing any crucial information that should be only kept to us.
oh. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say, oh, by the way, that thing that took your boys, we did it. Ha! Like,
That's a good start, but
yeah.
they should not know where our cave is either. In
No.
fact, that is just as crucial a piece of information in my eyes.
All right, fine. And then Silas turns around after that long silence and goes, okay, so, what is it we can do for you?
Son of a...
Well, it depends. What are you doing?
This,
How are you?
man. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm fine. Is that food for us, or is that just like on the ground?
That's for you. That's for
pigeons,
you.
or-
Please. No, you can eat that. Please, eat something.
The little one like rolls his eyes, catches a bit of food, and like tosses it in in the direction of both of his compatriots, in fact, and says, well, in Clonnish, signs in Clonnish afterwards, we're looking for a settlement on the way nearby, but scouting out has been difficult without a full regiment of troops.
Yeah, we
It's
just
been
kinda
tough.
Yeah. I think that sums it up pretty much. We don't really have many friends out here. We're kind of just looking, and we know you because you're real cool and stuff. So we're we're just looking for friends.
We could use the numbers, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, right now, you need. So there's more of you, and you currently have a place to hang out, but you need more. Is that it?
He
Or you need a better
si-
place to be?
another signing from the small one as he says, "Have you heard of a place known as Kibara?" It sort of, shrugs in a sort of way like unknown how to pronounce, but know the location.
DM, do I know of a place called Kibara? Have you been to Bahia?
I know where you live. Give me a history check.
I know where you live. I've brought you chicken before, you bastard.
That chicken is so
Yes,
good.
buddy. You're welcome. And thank you.
That's
Ooh!
a nat 20.
That's a nat 20,
No
honey.
way. Did you really?
I did. I really did. I really did.
You are very, very familiar with Kibara. It is far to the east, past the Mournland, past the Talenta Plains, past Valinar.
I know exactly where that is, but holy shit, are you boys lost?
Another
Yeah.
expression of sighing silently from the small one.
Well, look. I mean, I know where it is. I could draw a map. Do we have a map? Do I have a map? And he digs around in his little baggie.
You do.
I don't think I have a map. Do I?
Well, can you just come with? I mean, I don't.
I mean,
That
the
son
DM
of
is
a
on the.
fuck.
What? Are you okay?
You see Asger pull his hand out of his jacket.
Got a gun! I jumped to the ground.
I'm not going to hit you.
I imagine
am.
you'd shoot me.
And I start slapping on Tangle to stand up.
Oh, God.
The moment you see any movement from anyone, there's a short sword in the hand of the small one.
I
Oh,
would
hey,
recommend putting that away.
Yeah, but they're not. Don't pop them. Come on.
yeah. There's nobody needs to hurt anybody. Look, let's just get y'all to that. Let's just get y'all there, okay? Get you there.
Why is it you need to go there? And where exactly within that region are you hoping to go? He says
Why-
he signs this in Clonnish.
We can talk, right? You don't have to. You can just, we know common.
Oh no, he's doing it because the little one's doing it.
He's being nice.
Another sigh and a roll of eyes as he signs back, vow of silence.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that
pretty sure
makes
he's
sense.
cool with us talking. I don't think he's.
Fine, anyway.
Kinda
Where
rude of you.
exactly?
Just find that.
Well,
What?
buddy, do you want to tell him about the Ungle J and the post OA? I don't want to say it out loud because then they'll know.
Listen, there's a few more of us in this jungle here in that city, and we're just trying to get more of us so we can all stay in one place. I don't want to be losing
Okay.
more of my funny folk.
What?
I can appreciate that. Wait,
Which
did
city?
you come to get me to stay there? Because if that's the deal, I can't stick around that long. I got I got my friends here. We got stuff to do.
Well, what kind of stuff are you doing?
Just adventure and shit. We got people to help. I mean, it wasn't just as much as I'd like to stick around. It wasn't just clowns that got affected by this. There's folks that need a hand. You get me?
No one wants to take you from your friend group. We're just trying to find more people.
Look,
All right.
if
Well, I can.
my
Okay.
knowledge of our geography is correct, we have things we need to do in that general direction. We can follow you for a bit and point you in the right direction after we must depart. If
Yeah.
that's amenable.
Well, buddy, do you know how far away that is? Because I don't.
It's quite far.
I don't know.
It's
what that
like a
means.
good 2,000 miles.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't. How big is a mile?
Pretty big.
Facepalm.
Shit.
Don't you worry about it. And Silas picks up like a cookie and just gives it to him. Here,
I
go
don't
on
know
that
if
for a
this ain't
bit.
poison.
It ain't poison. This is a not poison horn. Promise.
3,200 kilometers.
Oh, see, okay, I don't know Imperial. I just know.
It's real fucking far away.
It's
I
real
kinda-
far.
I kind of whisper to Silas as he hands me the cookie. Is it true that you're twisted? I heard that.
Okay.
Buddy was talking about it, and he was saying some shit, and I was like, I don't know, we shouldn't judge him or anything. But he was like, no, we should totally fuck that guy. I don't trust him, But I was like, hey, we should really talk, because like I feel like he's probably pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty like
Hey,
powerful and all that
friend,
stuff.
friend.
Shoot,
That-
What?
Just
Yeah.
Just take your fucking cookie, okay?
Is that
Let's
a
go.
yes? You could tell me it's cool.
Silas hands him the cookie and like looks yucked out, and then just looks back to Asger and goes, "So which way do we start walking?"
Well, we could wait a little bit and see how long it takes friend, the giant elemental, to fix our shit. But otherwise,
Yeah, we could wait.
how are we going to come back here and get it?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, we're a little stuck at this point.
Yeah. Pretty stuck.
Fortunately, there is plenty of food beneath Paluur Draal's walls. Within
Oh
the-
no, can't you? Oh, beneath the walls, yeah.
Yes, under the walls and the
Hmm,
hydroponic plants that we created.
Anything that's
that
not
Balkan
trashed.
created. We should have at least enough to get us through a few days. I am assuming a giant elemental of that size can move rather quickly.
Yeah, but look, they've got the horn. It's just that we can't either. Yeah, the what hell gave me, and he holds up the horn of plenty again.
Yes.
Yes, my horn. Sorry.
You hear Tangle like laugh a little bit.
Right. So then we should be fine waiting a little bit. And if I remember correctly, Milo, you said there was something we needed to take care of within Paluur Draal?
Yes, something beneath Paluur Draal requires our attention.
So it seems we're not leaving anytime soon. We might as well take care of that. Also, I remember another thing. You know the weird king, and this is in Quarry. He doesn't after he says the last sentence, he switches over back to Quarry from Common, and he says, "You know your box, one of the spirits within it that requested we end its existence. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Do you happen to remember what we needed?" And he looks down at his waist and then looks back at Milo.
Milo probably remembers, but Andre does not.
Asger has the sword of Zariel on his waist, and that's what he looked at.
Right.
Oh my god! That's right! Fuck, Asger!
Note keeping So
Yeah,
Asger kind of looks.
witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational paying attention. All right, go ahead.
Asger flexes his brain muscles as well as his actual muscles. But he kind of continues and goes, we could at least see if there's some kind of weird ritual or anything, or if it's literally just take sword, stab thing, and then it dies. So we have a few things we could do here while we bide our time.
Yeah.
Not to mention, this is a long trip ahead of us. We should gather anything from our rooms and from the grounds that we wish to keep.
I don't expect we'll be back to Paluur Draal in a while.
Or ever.
Yes. So, I guess first things first, gather our shit. Second thing, whatever the fuck is beneath Paluur Draal. Which part?
Third, of our friends here.
Well, yes, that will come after we get to airship. Asger and Quarry kind of, to everyone, will be like, another thing. When I was trying to figure out what it is your friends here need, the dagger got rather hot. And then when I heard about where they are going, it got even hotter. And just then, when I said, or when you, Milo, said we won't be returning for a long time, it is now almost painful.
Well, isn't that special?
Yes.
I guess.
Wait.
I guess we know where we're going now, huh?
Asger's going to think, is Ponycade trapped here? He's going to think those words and see if the dagger reacts.
Ooh.
All right, cool. Is she in Kabara? Shit. Do we need to help these three to find her? Okay. How? Oh, all right, okay. Apparently, we need to help them. Something tells the dagger and me, because it causes pain, that Ponyk is in that general direction, and or something to do with helping them will help us find her. So, the three things. Let's gather our shit first, then kill whatever the fuck it is that, and at least talk to your spirit. And then hopefully by the end of that point, our fire elemental friend will be back and we can start making our way. How does that sound to the two of you?
Sounds like a good plan.
Right. Silas, you might just tell them they're welcome to come into Paluur Draal. They can stay within any of the multitude of guest rooms that probably won't have, either statues or ash statues or some weird amalgamation of a corpse within them.
All right, we are now going to proceed to the next objective. Are we ready, gang, for in what dwelling dark do dead gods dwell?
Let's go
Yeah.
stupid.
Let's
Let's
fuck it.
do it.
Let's fuck it all up. You descend into the depths of Paluur Draal. Cool stone walls pressing around you from all sides. You enter the deep depths, the dark depths, the ancient depths, the depths you have not seen since you once delved into them with your dearly departed denizen of the dark, Gyarados. I'm trying to remember where the hell I put this map. Oh, thank God, here we go. Our Clonnish friends do not have tokens on this map, so they will. Okay, actually, forget I already put the tokens on here, because I figured. Are you taking these clowns with you? I imagine you are.
We must. They're my buddies now. And then one of them was very rude to me just now.
The MacGuffin commands it. Let me.
Are we taking all of them? Like the entire refuge,
No,
or-
just the three of you lot.
Oh no, just you three.
And they could just stay in the back,
Yeah,
like at a restaurant someplace.
they're waiting in the car.
Buddy, I don't think Silas likes me.
You think?
Well, I think that now, but I think it's because I said something
You
about what
just-
you said.
Just made a man freak out in front of you after getting a cookie.
I didn't. Well, I
What the
didn't.
hell's wrong with you?
Can I have
Everyone call him
everyone to give me
Stinky.
a perception check?
Oh lord.
You can ask.
I'm not going
can
to get
hear
into the
you,
distinction between
kinda.
prescriptive and descriptive language.
Damn.
Ooh, good job, man. Nibbleshoy.
Okay.
Nibbleshoy.
To all of you who got above a 15, make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit balls.
Wait, how do
Oh,
I know
wait.
what I got? There's two numbers.
The one on the left.
There's an 11.
Right.
It's the one on the left. You and me are good. We're stupid.
Oh god.
Wait, is
Okay.
I think we're still under the effect of the magic. Oh no,
That lasts
never
10
mind,
minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't matter. Even if I had advantage, it's a 6.
I love how terrible your rolls are. You open your awareness into the depths of this ancient place that you have now dwelled in some time. In ages past, weeks ago, you came down into these depths after defeating an elder brain and battling illithid horrors to discover the imprisoned remnants of an ancient giant god. And he asked of you one favor: to slay him with the sword that is on your hip. The gravity of this request, the remembrance of this memory, the perception of it fills you and invigorates you. And you feel the experience drawing you closer. To everyone who got under a 15 on that wisdom save, you step forward into the chamber towards the back where the god dwells.
Oh, well, I was going to do that anyway.
Okay, well, y'all just come with us for now, okay? Y'all ain't hurt, huh? We're gonna be quick when we're down here, I promise. But
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
All right.
But yeah, just come with us.
Ah, what the hell?
What happened?
I don't know. It rolled something for me because I accidentally hit 0.
Oh, okay.
Damn, big money, no whammies.
Oh, that's my.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize you could. Okay. Yeah, that's my auto crit.
Before you,
Oh.
Spear.
Jesus Christ. Before you lies the god, dead, their body frozen in a final act. His arm is broken, bone, white as snow, cooled blood about his wounds. The bone is jagged and precise. In the ground, etched into the stone, are words in Celestial.
What did they say? I speak that normally.
Yeah, I think you're the only one that does, buddy. So I'm going to send it to you right now, and you can read a super creepy, cryptic poem that a god wrote while he was dying.
As one does. Either having a drink or having a pee. You're living the golden years, kid, not me.
Did you get it, Asger?
Yeah.
Feel free to read it aloud to the gang if you wish. Asger, while you're mulling that, I need everyone to make a perception check. But Milo, You do yours with advantage.
Okie dokie. Perception check.
Jesus. I only have 5 numbers here. Oh, I forgot that our dearly departed compatriot is having issues at the moment. Milo, and Milo alone, you hear
Jesus.
a
21 doesn't beat it?
yeah. Milo, you hear something that only a thing as old as you can hear. You hear a dun dun, a faint beating, the unmistakable rhythm of the ever slowing heart of a god.
So it's not dead yet.
How? I look at it and then look at Milo. What? Also, weird scribbling. So it says, when beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes. As they are gone, a thing remains. God has given you one face, and you make yourself another. What is that face but one of the faith of the first? What is the new face but the touch of a believer? No idea what in the hell that means.
We need the heart.
Oh, if you're gonna stab
the
it,
one
stab it.
from your thing?
No, the one from the god that lies here.
Where might that be?
Where he left it. In his chest.
Well, I would assume removing the heart kills it, yes?
Not quite. Your sword, Asger.
Yes.
It needs the sword.
Right. Great, I get to touch this thing again. Asger kind of hesitantly reaches down and pulls forth the sword of Zariel and steps forward. Are God's hearts in the same place as normal ones?
Roll religion. They are.
Cool. Asger is going to give it a fairly wide berth because he doesn't know how ginormous this thing might be, and carves out a massive chunk of its chest, basically, so that he makes sure he doesn't damage the heart, since Milo was very adamant that we need it for something. Also, how does the sword feel about this?
It is ambivalent.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna carve out a big old chunk and get the heart. Do I need to do anything in particular?
Swing the sword. I just want to see the sword of Zariel pop up there in that chat box.
All right.
The sword of Zariel. Your blade carves deep into the remnants of this god. Slice, slice, you break through its ribs, cut at the heart, at the aorta, pierce through the pericardium, and emerge the heart from the heart sac of this god, and you bring it out into the open. It's like about the size of a bowling ball, and yet it still beats.
Milo?
Yes.
What are we supposed to do with this?
I think we can use this. I think we can use this to conceal us in a way that a dark cave could not.
What do you mean by that?
This can mask us, but not without consequence.
Hey, maybe out of character, maybe be careful talking about a dark cave in front of 3 people who shouldn't know what the cave is.
Oh, well, right. Yeah. I don't know. They might be that could be a metaphor or whatever.
The dark
Bengal just
cave.
turns to Buddy. What do you think they're talking about up there?
Are we all talking in Corey? Are we all talking in Corey anyway?
We
I guess
usually do.
I
Hopefully.
don't know if we specifically specified that.
It's almost always whenever you're doing something suspicious that you're talking in Corey. All right, keep this.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it,
Buddy
Milo.
and Nebelshore are just like, they're being kind of fucking quiet up there.
Right? They've been quiet for a
in
while.
Corey,
That's strange.
So yeah, in Corey, this I can help with this, provide us with cover, but not just from divination. Cover from how would you put it? Guilt, I guess, is the word. Silas, do you feel guilt for what? Do you feel guilt for what we've done, for those we've killed?
Of course I do.
How would you like to feel less of it?
I don't know how I'd feel if I cheated.
Well, I don't know about you, but in all we've done, I'd always thought cheating was still on the table. At any rate, this could also hide us from prying, divining eyes. If you don't wish to partake, I guess that is up to you. But I do not wish to be seen by those who wish to see me, unless I want them to.
What? When you say remove guilt, what is it you mean? I do not wish to forget the millions we caused death.
Me neither. As much as I...
Well, it certainly wouldn't delete the memory. It certainly wouldn't delete the memory from our minds. We would still know what we've done.
Then how would it erase guilt?
You just wouldn't. The sharpness of the guilt would be dulled. Do you think I was born?
Because
you'd be
no
wrong.
idea how your kind is created,
Well,
or made, or brought about.
Well, yes. Well, you used the right word. Created. Made. I have no mother nor father who sired me. I am a creation, like many other things of this world. But it would dull. It wouldn't actually. How do I put this? It would free you, unmoor you of the guilt. Not the sharpness, not the sting, but the weight. You'd be able to carry it more easily. And where we're going, we need to travel light.
That's a good one.
Damn, it's a baseline.
Good job.
Not exactly what would we need to do in order to achieve this.
Just trust me. I'll handle the rest. And again, if we do this, no one will be able to find us unless we allow them to. We would be completely obscured from any divination. And to be honest, I'm not even entirely certain what prying eyes wish to find us. But those prying eyes will find no purchase if we proceed.
Again, I will ask you, what do we need to do? While I do trust you, I also wish to know what is going to happen. We promised, in a way, to help this world. In a way, promised us a boom, so to speak.
Yes. Well, we would need to devour it. A piece of the heart. We would need to, well, hold on, Silas. Unfortunately, I'm not finished.
Fantastic.
Go on.
We would need to consume a part of ourselves along with a part of the heart. Feast upon the old and the new flesh. Milo pulls out a knife and pulls back the armor on his forearm, and he slices, like he starts kind of carving off like a piece of meat off of his forearm, and just kind of slices the skin off, and then just peels it right off until it's like a 8-inch by like 3-inch fillet, I guess you could call it.
Wouldn't you need to skin that? You're going to get a hairball.
Do we see this?
Oh no, he's not in.
No,
he's in devil form. He's in devil form.
No, I know, but literally the actual
Literally.
like skin would be fur.
And no, okay. Wait though, that's a good question. We are super down the hallway, but
Okay.
fuck, did they see this happening?
They would have had to have followed us.
Did you follow
Yeah, because
them?
there's like some weird doorways looking.
We were supposed to.
But he said to wait back here. I didn't go.
Just hang out by the door.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Hey, don't come in right now. We're doing blood rituals.
No,
Wait just a minute. Don't come in. We're masturbating.
I'm not
Go
decent.
away.
What are you doing? Drugs.
Myself.
So Milo's holding a piece of his skin.
You slice the skin off. What do you do next, Milo?
What any good boy would do.
Now I need a piece of the heart.
So if I cut this thing up, does that kill the god and kind of met our agreement with it?
Oh yes. Oh, killing it is the first step to the ritual. You must destroy the heart, chop it up, and we must wrap a piece of the heart in our own flesh and consume it.
Oh, we have to wrap. I can't just like take a bite of something and take a bite of that at the same time. It has to actually be wrapped.
It must. For the ritual to be complete, it must be a little chimichanga of infernal flesh meat.
You can't, like, god damn.
I suppose if you want,
if you're fucking with us.
I suppose if you must, you could put both pieces of meat on a skewer and bite them at the same time. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't done this before. I figured it would be best if the new flesh was wrapped in the old flesh, or vice versa. Regardless, it needs to be all in. It needs to be chewed together, swallowed together.
No. 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 I've done enough. I've fucking done enough. I'm not doing that.
Silas, listen to me.
I've heard enough. I'm not doing that. I don't have anything I want to cut off. I've cut off enough. My legs, my fucking legs are gone, man. These ain't
Silence.
mine. I've cut off. No. That's enough. I'm not, no.
Listen for a second, Silas, please. I know you've been through a lot, but you haven't done enough. The only metric by which I am judging enough is, are we accomplished our goal yet? If the answer's no, then there's more to do, Silas. You can
cutting myself.
I can do it for you if you wish.
No.
But regardless, if you do not wish to join in this communion, then you don't have to. But you will be seen.
Oh, let him look.
You don't know what it means to be seen.
Yes, I do. Go on and eat your own arm. I'm washing my hands of this.
Your hands won't be clean for long, Piper. They never will be.
Silas spits on the floor. Sorry. Silas spits on the floor and then starts walking, but he's still in earshot.
Mm-hmm. You can run away, Silas, but you're still on the team. You're still a part of this. Milo takes like a deep breath and kind of like he struggles to get the word out, but you're a part of this family.
That makes Silas's heart shudder.
You asked for this. You asked for this. You asked to be a part of this. You said you had it in you. I thought you did too. But alas.
So did I.
Alas, if you wish to be seen, I wish we would have properly spared that damned elemental, and now I could cash in the same day. But I guess not. We found a compromise.
They'll be back.
And I guess there's no compromise to be had here, is there?
I'm not eating that. I'm not eating it. And you can't make me. And you won't. And I'm gonna go stand over there.
I would advise you not to do that, please.
Oh, why? Tell me, brother. What?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. They hit you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Bless you.
Anyway.
God bless you.
Oh, why, Asker?
You said God bless you to Milo, and he just immediately immolates. He's like, "You fools!"
No, my one weakness, Gesundheit. No.
So Asger again walks over and goes, it seems that it is my duty to find the middle ground every single time between the two of you. So,
Asger,
yes.
I'm not eating that.
I didn't say
I'm not.
Would you let me finish? I understand you're upset. I understand you do not wish to eat it. I am not implying that you should. We have options here. This is the literal heart of a god. Think of the amount of energy that is held within this. And he kind of holds it in his palm, looking at both of you. We have the cave. And if memory serves me correct, Milo, you should have a way of making it almost impossible for someone to look in on us anyway. I remember correctly.
Maybe. Wait, hang on. I'm rolling some. Wait, what am I rolling? Okay. Here we
You're
go.
rolling your eyes. Ooh, Archana. Charisma. I should have left you guys a fucking coloring book. I'm sorry.
Coloring
Man.
book.
It's all good. We're just talking in the background.
So who'd you guys lose? Is everyone talking and my calls just shit or is
No.
it quiet?
It's quiet on my end.
No,
It's
we're
just
not.
real
Ooh.
quiet.
I'm just trying to reinstall Chrome.
Buddy, what do you think
God.
they're talking about? Because it's been like 10 minutes here. I'm like,
Shut up, Tangle. I don't know your last name.
Man, it's really hard trying to install this thing into my sending stone.
I'm installing this. I'm trying to get a Chrome Sanding Stone. This new magic technology.
Send in stone. The Rocky Talkie technology just doesn't permit you. You can't even play any games on that shit, and it won't let you use Chrome.
Yeah, Tangle's the one going, you got games on your phone? And the buddy's like, no. It's true.
Nebulshoy is the oldest sister. Nebulshoy.
Nibbleshoy. Teeny tiny.
Nebulshoy. Capitalistic rocket.
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. Since no. All right, we're back in it, people. Take it away, Milo.
Asger, I think there could be another option here.
Right. I'm listening.
The Dragon Shard.
Yes.
We might be able to use it as a conduit to channel the energy from this god's heart. What we could do with that raw power, I don't even know where to begin.
Well, powering the ship would be my first thought.
You're thinking too small now. No, we can do something bigger than that. The Dragon Shard alone could power the ship, but this. No,
Oh,
no,
you
no,
mean
no,
the
no.
big dragon shard, the one that the elemental's bringing us?
Yeah,
Got it.
the big Dragon Shard with the god's heart, the power from the god's heart, harnessed through the Dragon Shard. We could. We might even be able to get a wish out of it. And what would we use that for? I wonder.
Depends on who's asking.
At any rate, this might be a more powerful application of the heart than my ritual, so
he looks at his like hand. His arm is just like fully just like leaking dark blood onto the floor, and he like looks at the flap of skin and then just like
God.
tosses it over his shoulder.
You're not even gonna save it? Like, make a cool bookmark out of that shit? God.
Silas, are you carrying any Tupperware on you?
No.
Nor I.
What a threatening little interaction centered on the concept of fucking Tupperware. Nor I. I like that they're button heads now. This is fun.
Tupperware with threatening auras. All right, what do we want to do, gang?
I guess just pocket the heart.
Asger reaches
Pocket the
out
heart.
to Silas and goes, "Would you mind handing me the pocket dimension that you basically have within your person?"
Oh, yeah. He'll slip get whatever pocket it's in and unfold the wee. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. The super pocket from Hasbro.
It's a portable hole.
Da-da-da.
It's a
Portable hole, yeah. He unfolds it and puts it on the floor with a little flourish. God damn it! I clicked the wrong map. There you go. Toss her in. I don't know what the shelf life's gonna be like in there. That shit is flesh, even if it is God's.
And Asger reaches in and grabs the second box that we got that seals things and pulls that out. Opens the box, closes it, seals it, pulls out the other dragon shard he still has.
You took an empty box from the Mournland?
Yeah, we have 2 empty boxes.
No, you only.
Well, we have one now. We took one box that has the dead body of the puppeteer in it.
Yes.
And then we have another box that was empty.
No, the other box.
That's right.
The other box had Jubilex, the Lord of Ooze, in it.
There were multiple empty boxes. I don't think we took the Jubilex box, did we?
You did.
Oh, shit. Did we not take another? I thought we took 2 empty boxes.
You took the Jubilex box and 1 empty box, and the empty box has the Puppet Master in it.
Shit balls.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, you just summoned Jubilex, Demon Lord of the Ooze. I'm gonna go pull up a stat block. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Talk to him, Milo. You're cool with him, right?
I mean, I'm not too worried. I've got the Sword of Zariel. I'll just stab him in the face with it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just a simple white boy. Who's gonna get me?
So you put the heart away, tuck and pack everything away. What do we want to do now?
Is this the thing we were supposed to take care of, Milo?
Yes, the god heart.
Right.
I'm going back to my people. Silas starts walking
All right.
back.
Does the rest of the gang
Back
follow
again.
suit?
Yep.
All right.
Back. Stop talking about it.
Shh, quiet. What do we want to do now? Do we start making our way towards Kabara?
We cannot.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
We don't have the crystal back yet.
Are we gonna? I think we may just. I think we're just gonna have to walk.
How the fuck are we getting back to the ship then?
I know.
Okay, hold on a second.
No.
Asger?
Is this all being said in front of Buddy, or is this like?
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is just out of character, I think.
Keep it in character.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know when the ship's gonna be ready. If we don't have many. We're not very capable house guests at this moment. We're not going to be able to entertain these folks very long.
You
I know they said
a
there's more of
literal
them, but
infinite source of food for them.
yeah. Well, you
There
can't
are
sleep on food.
Plenty of
I've
things.
tried it. It sucks. You get all ditty from
Plenty
that
of
shit.
beds, considering everyone is dead.
Asger,
Yes.
when you heard, I like how you responded to me in character. Asger, when you heard Silas say the word walk, the dagger glowed hot.
It wants us to walk.
It glows hotter.
What once?
Fucking shit. You are an annoying little thing.
It goes cold.
Good.
Oh.
I guess we fucking walk.
It gets hot again.
I said stop your shit.
It gets cold.
You guys hear this out loud. Asger's literally talking to his pocket.
Who are you
Buddy.
talking to?
His pocket, I think.
Talking to his pocket's a normal thing to do. Leave him alone. Gosh, buddy, come on.
Yeah.
Another signing, stranger still.
Asger,
You're telling me.
so his duster's long sleeve. You notice he kind of pulls his hand forward and just looks at all of you, and out of his sleeve slithers a green winged snake. It kind of pokes its head out. He goes, I was talking to this one.
Seen them in so long.
Oh god, yes, Hella.
Look at you.
They're,
I haven't seen Hella in ages.
I haven't seen you in ages, little bug. How you been?
go
Silas goes
on.
over and starts playing with the little snaky.
It like flies out of his coat and then like darts at you playfully, like in the air.
Yes.
As you're like messing with it, it like darts down and out of the way, and then like right up next to your face, and then away, and then right up next to your face.
Come here. Come here. Little worm, come here. And Silas is preoccupied for a second because he's got ADHD.
Right.
Valid.
Anyway, I'll let Hella entertain you for a minute. I guess we walk. How many are you? And he looks at the three of you. How many do you have in your number?
If I remember correctly, about 20 of us left.
Oh, that's a
20.
rather large amount, actually. All right. Well, luckily we have enough food for you, thanks to Silas.
Yeah.
I will be back. I suggest to everyone. Well, you all can relay the information that we're going to be heading in the general direction of Kibar with you. And then Milo, Silas, I recommend going to your rooms and collecting anything that you wouldn't want to leave behind. And then I am also going to go to the hydroponic plant and try and collect enough food for us for quite a while.
This is
Well, yeah. Okay.
Actually, before go ahead.
Well, I just, you boys, y'all three need like anything else? You want to come with me? Maybe I can get you some blankets. There ought to be something. We could, get things to people that need it.
Go
You got
to
some.
go to the quartermaster's area. There should be plenty of supplies for all of your people.
Yeah. Y'all come with me. I'll bring you.
Asger looks to
Well,
Milo as we kind of get to be alone and goes, "Could you teleport us back here once we have a giant shot?"
yes, I could.
All right, perfect. I feel much better. And Asger bounces or takes off to go start collecting food from the hydroponics.
Alright,
area.
perfect. We're gonna do a little getting ready for a montage. Asger, you have the so anyway, silence, it speaks volumes. Asger, you are going to, I imagine, use the portable hole and some other chicanery to collect as much food as possible for the group.
I'm going to use my what's it called? My bag of holding.
Okay, perfect. 500 pounds worth of rations, and you can squirrel the way in there.
Ish, 500 ish. I have quite a few pounds of other things, but I'd probably say like 400 pounds of rations.
Okay, so go ahead and collect that. Is there
How
anything
much? Sorry, my dog is losing his mind. How much can fit in a hole in the portable hole?
I don't think it. I think it's like 2,000 pounds. Let me check. It's 10 foot by 6 foot cylinder. So whatever the hell that is. Unlike the bag of holding, it doesn't tell you what. It was very annoying. I'll say 3,000 pounds.
Okay. Well, actually, also, Belfin had his bag of holding, so I'm assuming we have that now.
He got vaporized.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the vaporizing.
Well, I remember that. I was more saying like we would have taken his stuff, but we didn't have time to do that. So actually, Asger's gonna go to his room and see if there's any more bags of holding or portable holes or anything like that that would be infinitely
Hey Gabe,
useful.
why don't you go away and segue into this section, buddy?
Oh boy, I get to segue into something.
Oh, you're doing
Oh.
that?
Oh
Oh.
my god, please
All
don't
right,
kill Asger for entering your room.
Asger gets hit with a DC 30 intelligence saving throw doom beam. Alright, go ahead.
No, he doesn't. It's like,
Lol.
oh, but God's sakes, I wish. Anyway,
Asger dies.
so I take it you're the first one to enter the room, right?
I'm the only one unless everyone was following me.
Well, you'd be the first. Asger, when you step into Belfan's room for the second time, okay, fair enough. You notice that a lot of the compartments that were there just are all open, and there's a whole bunch of shit in the room now.
Well, that's Boyland, you son of a bitch.
No, it doesn't look like that anything in the room was tampered with.
They're just open.
No, they're just open, straight up.
What in the hell?
A box in the middle of the room is closed, but the compartment opens up as soon as you step in.
I hesitantly walk towards the box.
The box blows up in your face. I'm just kidding.
Son of a bitch!
I knew it.
Okay. So you look into the box, and it's a red velvet box holding what appears to be some kind of amulet. Several, in fact. For 4 of you.
Oh. Interesting.
You notice that the amulet has a gold chain, but the face of the medallion has the logo of House Caneth emblazoned on it. When you pick it up, you notice that the metal itself is very malleable and easily bent. But somehow, it rights itself again.
Intriguing. I'm not sure exactly what these are, but they appear to be gifts. Well, Asger picks up all 4 and he goes, well, it seems there's one for each of us, and he puts them in his pocket.
Also, to the left of you, there is another. There what appears to be a set of scale armor.
He walks over to it and sees if there's any kind of like inscription or pamphlet or something that explains what's going on with it. Knowing how meticulous Belfin is, he's checking everywhere.
There is, well, on the chest plate it says, "In Celestial, may no creature silence this voice." You get the feeling that this was intended for someone who's very talkative in your party.
Well, this seems to probably be for Silas. Okay. He looks around.
As you step towards what was the armor stand, another two compartments open up, revealing what appears to be a blueprint for your arm blade, as well as a blueprint for the Phoenix Talon.
Huh.
As you look over it details the design in such meticulous detail that it would be nearly impossible to fuck it up.
He always did have a knack for making things easy.
However, to the bottom right section, there is what appears to be a very, very complicated cipher, almost to the point to attempting to discern the language makes it look like a fucking mess to you.
Oh, this makes my head hurt. Seems I should probably talk to Boyland about this in particular.
When all to step away, the room goes inert. The wonder that was this room, the magic that kept this room, begins to fade.
And that was all the things that were in it, the armor,
Yes.
the blueprints, and all that. Okay. Well, it does at least seem like we have quite a few things, therefore, as I thought, exceedingly useful. Even in death, he's providing for us yet again.
This segment's over. You may take the floor again, Ian.
How courteous of you. So, Asger, you have availed yourself of a few last gifts from our dearly departed Belfin. How do you feel, Asger?
Sad. Asker's very melancholy at this point, but he looks around for anything that he could carry it, considering his bag of holding is now completely full of food and everything that was already in it.
There's another bag of holding on a wall that says emergency bag of... No, actually, there's a giant glass panel on the wall that says, in case of emergency, bag of holding.
How convenient. Smash, grab. Stuff.
Alarm bells turn on. Suddenly, 13 eldritch cannons emerge from the sea. I'm kidding. So,
Well, this is going to touch, but I'll probably live.
a 14th cannon appears. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Alright. Milo, what are you doing to get ready for your long journey?
Hmm. I don't know.
We'll come back to you in a minute. Silas.
Yeah, pass.
Silas, what are you
What?
doing to get ready?
He's okay, so Silas, he's well, first off, before anything, he grabs his rats, he gets them on his little capelet that he wears that they all hook onto with their little teeth in their paws. Got all his buddies there. Once he's got them on, he starts kind of looking around his room, wondering what needs to stay, what needs to come with him, and then realistically what he would be able to take with him. And then he starts wondering what he'd miss the most if he left it behind. And then that makes him remember something. He puts down the suitcase that he was just starting to grab on his bed, and he walks over to it's not a cupboard, it's not a bureau, it's just a big thing things with drawers on it, and it's got books, it's got candles, it's got a lot of books about music and collections of songs, and every song collection that he's compiled himself, he grabs, which is about 3 leather-bound little booklets full. Puts those on his bed, but then he turns again to the furniture, and he remembers the worst task at hand. He kneels down, opens the doors to the bottom layer. He reaches in, grabs something, and takes it out. It's the jar with Gyarados' head in it.
Oh,
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
He stands back up very slowly, reverently almost, and he looks at the head. He almost forgets to blink. He looks so long. Looking worse, he's been neglecting to refill the preservative liquid that Belfan used to mix up for him, but with him gone now, there will be no point. There's no point for a lot of reasons. But he knows that he has to say goodbye. So he starts to talk. Well, it ain't how I planned, but Belfan's gone too now. And it wasn't your fault, dumbass.
So good.
I can't believe I kept you. Can, but I can't. Now I'm talking to a fucking head in a jar. But you know what? I'm glad that you didn't make it this far, because I know if you'd have stuck around longer, I might not have been so inclined to change. And I know that you would have found some kind of way to harness this fucking catastrophe and use it to your advantage. Goddamn monster. Now I don't need to talk to you anymore. And I won't. I won't. You're gonna babysit for me. And Silas takes the jar and he opens his door and he peeks out to make sure that nobody's around. And he skitters off. And he puts the jar somewhere in Paluur Draal. He's gonna do his best to not remember where. And then he comes back to his room. He packs himself a few changes of clothes, some replacement string for his dulcimer, his fiddle, which he doesn't get to use that often, and finally, gets a spare hat, since the one that he got a month after he turned 12, when he first set out on his own, from a very friendly scarecrow who didn't seem to mind much. That hat burnt up when he threw it at Panike. But his head's getting cold. So, that is the last thing he takes from Paluur Draal. His hat and his piece. And
God,
off he goes with his suitcase and his rats.
God dang. Now that's what I call role playing. Okay, and now Milo's like, God damn it. So Milo, Milo, what are you gonna do here, buddy?
Milo cuts out his booger wall and takes that with him.
Milo solemnly approaches his booger wall. And he puts one last booger on the wall,
Oh.
and he says, "Now, you are finally complete."
And it's a portrait of him in boogers.
Wait, Milo.
Yeah.
What things?
No, it's a big cat. All right, what was that, Ian?
What things is Milo gonna bring with him on this great journey?
I think he's pretty much just got his weapon, his armor, the heart box. He'll open the heart box and see if any of the trapped souls have anything to say before he takes off.
Oh man, hold on a second. I gotta look it up. It's buried deep in my notes or personalities. 1 second, I have to actually pause. Milo, you open the box. Do you wish to summon all of the souls at once?
Ooh, all the soul. Will I hear you do a bunch of voices at the same time?
Nah, they'll take their turn.
Yeah. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Out emerges Braveja, the half-orc Circle of Moon druid. Out emerges Pedla, an Eldritch Knight drow elf. Out emerges Karkana, a Noldrunish dwarven death cleric. Out emerges Meld, the Warforged sorcerer. And out emerges Vishara, the Kalishtar wizard. And out emerges Swirl, the changeling barbarian. What do you wish to ask them before your journey? Milo.
He pulls him out and he just says, "How are you holding up?"
Oh god, I've forgotten every single one of their voices. I haven't done it in like 8 months.
That means you can literally
One of them sounds like George Clooney.
and it'll be correct.
Exactly.
They speak in unison. We are as well as we can be, being enslaved in this box, master.
You wish
Hey,
to be released.
One quick thing. Milo, is your room next to Asker's room?
Is it next to? It's next to no one's room. I have a suite by myself. No neighbors.
Pretty sweet.
This was not established. I have no idea whose room I'm next to.
No, it was established. Hold on. Let's go to.
I think
we drew it at some point.
I think I deleted that. I deleted it, unfortunately. Roll me. Okay, Asger, do that roll again, but make the range 30 to 60.
Okay. Do you want me to do it public or to you again?
Just do it public. Oh no.
Oh.
So close. You get away scot-free, Milo. As you open the telltale heart box, and out emerge these 6 souls. What information do you seek to tease from them?
It's a very good question. Do they know of the destruction that has been wrought on this plane, or are they kind of insulated from the world around them?
They only know that which they knew at death.
Oh, okay. So what?
We've been here a while. Hey, everything looks like shit now. What happened, master?
Yeah.
No, Milo's just having some thoughts and feelings about like the just kind of the path he's on, and whether or not like a path can kind of change, or whether will always be who we are. Um, he asked them, "Do you wish to be released? Do you wish to be freed?"
It is our utmost desire, master. They speak in unison.
What if you were destroyed? Is that the same?
They look at each other. They look back at you. They look at each other. They look back at you.
Maybe a different kind of freedom, isn't it?
It would be
Free
better
from any.
than the tortured existence.
Maybe I'll keep you a little longer. Maybe I'll keep you a lot longer.
We
Maybe
are
I'll free
at
you
your
now.
bidding, master.
Yes. Not yet. Not yet. Actually, one of you, step forward. It doesn't matter who.
Roll a d6.
Only 4 of them.
There's actually 6 of them.
Oh, there's 6 of them? Goddamn me. Why did I think there was only ever 4?
Yeah, because you never actually met the other 2.
Oh.
It's a 2.
Forward steps Pela, the drow elf. What do you wish of me, master?
You're free.
She looks at you and
I-
goes,
I release you. Now go.
Her soul lets out a great torrent of flight, and her essence looks at you and gives a nod and glee, and she withers away.
Milo looks at the others and like thinks for a second, and then just points at the box and looks at them expectantly.
They return to the box, looking at you mournfully.
Tough luck.
God damn it, that was so cruel. I love it.
I love Milo so much. He's gotten so much meaner.
He's so fucking cruel. Paella, the drow elf, has been freed, and she returns to her sisters in the dark.
I mean, in Milo's defense, Pela did call all of you Ponike's pets a while back.
No, that's that. You're thinking of
Listen,
Delwyn.
you don't...
Yeah, that was the vampire lady.
Yeah, this is just another drow.
Was
Yeah.
that not Pela?
No.
Did Ponike ever meet Pela?
You never met. I don't think you've ever actually seen the Telltale Heart box. Technically,
What?
I don't think.
Oh
you have.
shit!
All right. Well, we don't need to
Oh,
get
yeah, I
sidetracked
have-
on this. Let's keep it back on it.
Yeah.
A certain someone who is extremely in tune with the dead and what happens to their souls bursts through the door.
Somebody.
What just happened?
Oh, I released the soul.
You know, ate a lot of Chipotle yesterday.
You. How?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want that one? I should have considered this.
That is not what I meant, but I thought they were permanently stuck in that box. It is why I tolerated it.
I guess I have some degree of control over these souls, Asger.
Let me be clear with my next sentence. You
Ooh.
have sworn fealty to the mistress, and you are holding souls of the dead for your own purposes. Do you not understand what that means?
It means, I suppose, I owe hell 5 more.
It means you owe hell those 5 souls. Not 5 different souls, but those who are freely given upon the battlefield or killed in other manners are already sent to her. These have been hidden from her for however long this abomination has existed.
And I'm sure they've aged nicely for her. I was just going to keep the masker. I thought I would find some use of them. But they can only look backwards. I thought the answers were in the past. I thought my fate had been written millions of years ago. But now I'm not so sure. These souls.
Milo,
I
do you
don't
trust me?
Milo looks up at you for a long time. And he and his skin starts to kind of quiver, and then the flesh on his head starts to kind of peel back to reveal the fur underneath, and the 2 horns on his head kind of like pop off and blister and fall to the ground and kind of turn to ash as Milo's like black fur starts to come out, and he fully reveals his Rakshasa form to Asgard once again. And he just keeps looking at him, the cat-like eyes. And he says, as much as I've ever trusted anyone.
I appreciate that. Follow
Which,
me.
to be fair, is a bit of a low bar, though, Asgard.
Makes sense.
And he kind of grins.
Would you... I need to show you something first, and then we can decide what to do with the box after that. How about that?
Show me.
Asgard takes you back to his room, and you see him, much like he did last episode with Silas, flicks the giant slab up, and it glides way easier than it should. Picks up the chest, and he goes, well, at this point, I guess I don't care. He smashes the trapdoor open and walks down in and beckons you to follow him.
Milo follows.
So you see the room as described before, a massive actual bed, his altar, his desk, and a fairly complicated chest that has a bunch of different compartments and things. And he walks over to the altar, and he places in a bunch of runes with his powder, and he pulls Threadsever off of his back, and you see him kind of just hold it forward, and all of a sudden it just floats, and this magic item, this black obsidian orb, kind of floats up out of the altar and begins to spin, and so does Threadsever in almost a gyroscope pattern. And as it continues to spin faster and faster and faster, Asger reaches out his left arm, his marked arm, to you.
Milo grabs it, Link's wrist.
All right. So as you grab, your eyes begin to see the same thing that Asger sees, and you begin to see the skeins and thread fate itself. You see your own. You see Asger's. You see everyone Asger's ever killed. You see everyone Milo has ever killed. So you see a fuck ton. And you notice Asger's and Milo's are free floating, whereas all of the others have a set point in what would be a ceiling of a white void and appear to have been cut and just kind of flow in the breeze. But yours and Asger's float freely by themselves. This is our fate. Yours, much like mine, is not attached like all the others. Our fate is what we make of it.
Untethered.
Unhindered.
Free.
You are no longer a unwilling slave to your god. And he lets go, and the vision fades. Threadsever slows, turns back into a spear, and goes into the altar.
Milo falls to his knees.
It is a lot to take in. It is a burden that has been upon my shoulders for quite some time, since I was but a boy. And yet, you have lived for millennia, enslaved, trapped, forced to do things against your will. I only know a taste of what that must be like.
There was nothing else. I thought it was the only thing I could do.
Well, you have seen the truth now. So, with your newfound knowledge, I want you to continue forward and make every action your own, as you are no longer beholden to an unseen master, only to your own wants, desires, thoughts, feelings. And he leans down. Be free. And he just stares directly into your eyes.
I've been alive too long. I've been alive for eons. Civilizations have risen and fallen. And yet I'm no longer connected to the past. It's not real anymore.
He takes out the box and just like smashes it in his hand.
And Asger grabs the heart that was stuck in it out of the shards, tosses it up, or actually holds it.
Yeah. You know, he like smashes the box and then is just holding the heart and he just hands it to you.
Thank you. And he tosses it up and cuts it in half with Threadsever.
The souls immediately dissipate, and as each of them passes past you, Asger, you hear them whisper a subtle thank you, and they are gone.
This is your first step to making your own choices. Always remember that from now on, you are Milo. beholden to none. Our mission still remains, but now the world we create can
It
be
won't
of
be
your
tethered.
own
It,
thoughts.
it, it will no longer be tethered to my past. It will no longer be
Exactly.
tethered to him.
Yes, I wouldn't want him spying on us right now. But correct, it will no longer be tethered to anything but your own thoughts and desires.
I didn't want him looking in either, to be honest. And then he just gestures towards his arm that's still leaking.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
Milo pulls out Belfan's flask and takes a swig from it and offers it to Asger.
Asger smirks, takes the flask, kind of sighs a little bit, knowing whose flask it is, but then takes a swig and hands it back.
Yeah, cool. That was Andre saying, yeah, cool, not my.
Sweet.
Pretty sweet
Cool.
scene. Now,
Gnarly, bro.
Asger, is there anything else that you want to fetch in your room? Anything else?
Yeah, so he's definitely going to grab the obsidian orb that he uses for his ritual. And you actually see him kind of like pull the slab that was holding it up, and there's almost this tinier version of the entire altar to hell. And he grabs that, throws it in the bag of holding, walks over to his chest of drawers, reaches in, pulls out his super nice clothes that he has from the wedding, tosses that into his bag, kind of looks around at everything else, just kind of smirks and goes, I guess I always have lived very barren. He grabs Threadsever, shoulders the two bags of holding, and then walks to the what would be the word for it? The bank, the vault.
The vault with like 14 million gold in it.
Yep, and packs as much shit as he can carry in the remaining bag of holding that really only has the armor and the necklaces and the blueprints in it. And he's about to take the armor. Actually, he takes the armor out and just holds that himself and piles gold upon gold upon gold upon gold upon gold into this bag, just in case.
Smart man.
Shoulders that back on his back, and then starts walking towards Silas's room because he has something to give Silas.
Punch in the face.
Bam!
All right. Are we going to gather into the great hall before departing?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All of us, and then
The
for
clon-
sure I would have brought my Clonnish brothers to the storerooms and like given them suitcases too,
Actually, we'll
and
have
let
you.
them pack shit up.
We'll have you all meet in the council hall.
Biggie.
Everyone's in there. Let me put our friends down so they can also see this map. Their tokens are extra large for some fucking reason.
Big.
Yeah, I don't know why in the world their tokens are that large. Okay.
Big ol'.
The little one looks like a Hero Forge fur bowl.
It is exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Nibble
Nice.
shoulder.
Short notice, but see what I did there? Oh,
Ah.
kill me now. Kill me.
That was pretty bad.
Nice.
So anyway, Knuckleshore's dead. All right. As you gather into the great hall, you're conversing amongst yourselves, and then you hear at the front gate to the great council hall.
We
Asger,
hear what? What did we hear?
a pounding at the door, and Asger, your dagger is glowing red hot.
Ah, you son of a bitch! And he like pulls it out of his pocket. Ow, 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 ow. Is she
Don't
here?
swear.
The dagger glows even hotter.
Son of a bitch! And he throws it into the door to open it.
And before you is
Ponike is standing in the doorway. She looks at the dagger glowing hot, pulls it out of the doorway. She is limping. She is covered in mud and dirt. She is dripping wet. She has little pieces of like algae and like swamp grass caught all up in her. And she walks over to Milo, dripping wet, covered in mud, covered in seagrass, and she goes, "How accurate are you able to teleport people?"
Oh my god.
There is some margin of error, but I've gotten pretty good at it. Why? Were you off course?
She looks down at herself and she looks back up at you and she goes, "I wouldn't call this pretty good."
Well, like I said, some margin of error. Someone long ago, a little before your time, they told me something that I think is applicable in this moment, Ponike. Let me think. It wasn't it was an infernal. I'm not sure if this is the right translation, but I believe it's Pobody's nerf it.
Fuck off.
you fucking
Did you mean to say nobody's perfect?
you son of a
I said.
Okay.
you son of a bitch.
Asker's just holding his head in his hands and shaking his head.
Do we have time for me to get a quick shower in before we head to my cave?
Don't.
in
Panike, I'd like you to meet some friends of mine. This here's. Oh. I never got y'all's titles. Well, this is Buddy, this is Tangle, and this is Nebelshoy. Say hi. And Panike, standing before you are 3 more fucking clowns. One of them's got a cowboy hat and green hair. The tallest one, Tangle, has mint hair and a braid, and he looks like dirty, dirty shit. He's a sad boy. And then Nebelshoy is super small. And he's missing an arm. And he's adorable. I think. Pardon me. And they look very small and very quizzical. Beyond that, you just know that there's 3 more clowns in your life. And that today, of all days, isn't the time to go to the circus.
Well, I guess the circus is all here, huh?
Yeah, we got our fire breather, don't we?
Yeah, Ponike just kind of looks over everyone. And then you see her reach up her skirt and the skirt of her dress.
Oh
you see
shit!
her rustle around for a minute.
Asker turns away.
Yep, me too.
Go to Silas.
She pulls out this big muddy slug and slings it to the ground with this loud wet thwap of just mud and grass and what is probably just swamp garbage. Slings onto the ground, and she goes, "Well, it stopped annoying me. Anyway, welcome to the party, I guess."
Panike,
This party
can I
kinda
turn back
sucks.
around?
There was no reason for you to turn around in the first place.
Yes, there was. You're a lady. And he turns back around.
She kind of looks down at herself and goes, and?
Okay. Welcome back. There's shit we gotta do. And then he says in Corey, don't fucking mention the cave in front of these guys, okay?
Inquiry. Can I ask why?
Yes, you can. Don't do it. Ask later. Go clean yourself up, alright?
She'll just nod. I'll just. Silas, do you mind cleaning
Yeah.
me?
Oh, yeah. Sure. And he prestidigitates all the scuzz off. All the gunkage. Peter Dinklage.
Asker's poking the slug.
Don't leave him be. He's doing his thing, you know. He's been through enough today.
The slug
wait,
is
I didn't see
actually a
that.
20th level. It's actually a Draco Lich.
Do you know I was actually going to throw in a random Dracolich encounter, but I didn't have time to prep it. And then I looked up Dracoliches. Do you know Dracoliches actually don't have spellcasting?
What?
Really?
Yeah, they don't. I was like, but why?
That's weird.
So anyway, they do now. Keep going.
Oh god. Of course they do.
Not turn around now, or what's the?
Yeah, you can
I
turn
just heard a
around.
big
Just
slop.
don't. And
Asker picks up the slug by its tail. That was this thing.
Oh god, I'm
Silas
turning back
starts
around.
Silas starts to sign to Nebelshore to turn back around, but then he realizes he can't fucking see him. So he just goes over and taps him, and then he realizes he can hear fine. And he feels very sheepish.
Nebelshoi looks up, like quizzically, like at Silas, in a way that's like, "How are you people surviving? What are you?" And just like slowly turns around, just shaking his head.
Man, we need his sass. We need your sass around, really. Set us straight. And Silas signs, sorry about that. It's been a long day. Let's get cracking, huh? And then he walks away very embarrassed. He's blushing through his paint. It's terrible.
Wait, are we actually doing it? Are we following the yellow brick road?
Which one?
Well, that's gross.
Yeah, sure
It's
sure
a giant
is.
sliding snake.
In-
They eat whatever
in-
the fuck they want.
In Quarry, Ponike will just ask Milo and Asger and Silas. So, are we going to the cave, or are we...
We're heading in that general direction, and then we're gonna let them go someplace else.
Silas out loud goes, "Alright, so I guess we're ready to start heading to where we're heading, huh, gang? Everybody?" And he looks
quite.
around at everyone.
Actually, not hitting, and this is in common. Not quite. And he looks straight at you, Silas, and tells you, "You should sit down."
That's quite a thing to say unprompted. I gotta tell you.
Trust me.
Okay. And Silas reaches his hand out and he grabs the air and he goes, "Have a seat, buddy." And he pulls his arm back.
Oh,
And in doing so, that summons a chair, and he sits in the chair. He has the chair cantrip.
the most
The
powerful.
ultimate power.
The most powerful cantrip. All right, keep going.
So Asger walks over to you and kind of pulls out of his coat this extremely well crafted scale armor. And just kind of hands it to you. and says, "This was this was in Belfin's room. As were a few
Oh.
things that I need to give everyone else, but this was in Belfin's room. Etched upon it, these words here are celestial, and they say, 'May no creature silence this voice.' If you inspect the armor well enough, you'd notice that the leg greaves aren't made for normal bipedal legs. They're made for satyr legs." And he hands it over to you. Somebody switch that to his inventory, please. Thank you.
He takes it and like he kind of huffs when he takes it because it's a little heavier than he thought he would be, and it just kind of plops in his lap. But he doesn't dwell too long on it. But there's a shimmer in his eyes, and he looks to you, and he looks at the scale mail, and then he just pats it twice and pulls it onto his lap. And he does not get up from the chair for a bit.
He then hands you a necklace, walks over to Milo, hands Milo a necklace, walks over to Ponike, and hands Ponike a necklace. I'm assuming you will all have that in your loot.
What the fuck?
It's actually a consumable.
You do. It's a consumable. You all already have the amulet of peace in your inventory.
I will eat it. All right. We all got our friendship net. So, yeah, I can't do this in character. He wouldn't shit on Belfan
Friendship necklace.
after the last time. Friendship necklace. Look, it says BFFs forever. Even though I'm dead.
It
Till
says
death
that.
do us part.
Oh, it's gonna hurt when you don't use them.
Oh yeah.
His corpse comes crawling
Thanks,
over
dead
and helps us with whatever we
Belfan.
want. Thanks, Dad. Hellfan, maybe? He's probably in hell.
Ooh,
He's hanging out with
Hellfan's
Hell.
pretty good.
Literally a B peace plane. They're probably back on the peace plane.
I mean, but maybe he's hanging out with Mom. Helping her with paperwork and shit. She can't see that well. Her glasses are bad. You've got a lot of shit to process this weekend, man. You know that.
Truth. Anyway,
All right.
as we're all having our heart moment, Hella does shred the slug in half so that Mythos can eat the other half.
Aw. All right.
As Mythos and Hella are munching away at the slug, do we want to start our grand and glorious adventure towards Kabara?
Yes.
I guess.
Okay,
Let's get stomping.
who wants to give me a survival check?
Kabara?
Kabara.
It's where
Yeah,
the,
we're walking
it's where the
we're
claws
walking
are
our
going.
new friends over.
Sure, I'll roll a survival.
Yeah, people who are good at it roll it.
Ponike, why don't you give him some... Actually, Ponike is telling where everyone goes. Survival is just how well you get there. Okay,
That'll work.
That went well enough. You bumble through the woods. This is the first time I've probably had to say anything at length for like an hour and a half. You make your way out through the mountains of Paluur Draal, rising to the horizon, and going down north up the western part of the Stonewall Coast. I imagine that's the direction you're going to be taking. Let's go to the map of Corvair. Wait, what am I doing?
Assume we follow the mountain.
Okay, why is
The
everything
main-
white?
What is that again? The lightning rail?
Because
Or no,
it's
the
in
main road.
because the morning radius.
Yeah. So I would assume we follow the mountains up to that road because that would probably be the fastest way, and then we can take the dotted line. Oh wait, the dotted line is just a border, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can take the road until we would have to basically. Actually, we can take the road for a long fucking way, can't we? Because where did it go? Yeah, until like Lake Sire, I guess, and then cut over.
Mm-hmm.
Quabara.
Punike's cave is to the south, a little bit to the southwest of the V in Valinor.
Yeah, I see it. That's why I'm
Xanathar.
saying we take that road so that it's not too close for taking our friends.
That is the direction we will be going. Does that sound agreeable to everyone?
If everyone is
Yes.
okay with that.
Yep.
All right, and now to begin.
Let's go.
Oh, we're going
Okay, now to
at a
roll.
steady pace.
You travel some time until you eventually come across the desolate exterior of a kind of barren waste to the south of Zolenberg. You've been traveling for several hours. All of a sudden, you feel the breeze kind of pick up. Let me think here. Survival.
From everybody?
From whoever wishes to gauge the wind. Whoever would feel the wind and then wonder about whether it's going to turn into a storm or something.
I thought Buddy already did a survival.
That was just to make your way up to this point. Anyone can do this. There's no limitation on this.
Basically, everyone roll survival and we'll see who does the best.
Yeah. Or who does the worst? Damn.
There we go.
Fucking A. Nice job, buddy.
Milo not coming far behind.
It is.
I mean, that's Milo
It is
shit,
a wisdom.
That's true.
So, Buddy of Wonders, you kind of, stick a little finger in the mouth, wet your finger, stick it out in the air. Get a gauge that this wind is probably going to turn into something greater than would naturally occur. Get the feeling that something supernatural is going to be bearing down on you pretty soon. Can you roll me 3d4?
Sure.
Bam.
Okay, you have 7 rounds until something that you know or have heard of called a flay wind arrives. A supernatural storm. Something likely augmented from the tail ends of the morning and its residual magic has kicked up a lot of dust and dirt and is going to be bearing down on you in 7 rounds.
Where are we currently? Because we were following the mountains, so we're pretty close to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any kind of pocket or anything like that we could duck into? I'm
me
assuming Buddy tells us.
Yeah. Buddy, go ahead and relay what you just learned.
You said it was some kind of bird?
It's called a flay wind. It's a supernatural storm.
All right. Whatever started this whole sickness or whatever, we better get the hell out of here. There's something coming. Something big. We better find somewhere to go.
Something wicked this way rides.
Now, Buddy, when you say big, do you mean like a dragon or just a big bug? What are you talking?
You know hurricanes? Worse than that shit.
I've heard of them. Oh.
Right. Asger starts looking around for caves. Everyone, we should probably look for something within the mountains to hide in.
Agreed.
That's good enough by me.
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Hey, everybody, since we're all looking, looky loos.
Does Asger still have that?
God damn.
Does Asger still have that machine that can carve out caves?
Oh, God.
Self-supported machine.
You mean
That's self-supported cave
reinforced-
creator.
It doesn't create caves, it reinforces the walls, which I'm actually already thinking of. because I have. Just go ahead and link it. Do.
Punchy, punchy. Fucking.
Is it this one? This one? No, this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me where the heck are your tokens? Like everyone's tokens are over there. I'm gonna bunch all of you. Oh, great! Now I have to wait for this to slowly drag across the map. There we go. Hold on a second.
John Henry.
The mighty man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shrink your tokens down on this map so that
Shrink us! Oh no! Here we go! We're being shrunk! Oh my god, we're so tiny.
yeah, no, I need let me pause the recording really quick while I do this. Okay, the recording is back on. And let me see these rolls and see what we have here. Okay, so Buddy rolled a 17. And then we have a couple other trash rolls. Buddy, I will leave it to your professional discretion. Nice try, buddy. Non-buddy.
Literally.
Yeah, Buddy, I will leave it to your discretion to describe the environment that you find. You are in a large desert mountain range. It is brisk, it is dry, it is desolate. What do you find to survive these winds?
Like, as in terrain? What I find is terrain?
Yeah, like
Or
you can describe a cave, a crag,
a desert.
a desert
Yeah,
mountain.
Desert mountain. Yeah, let's go find this cave over here. It looks pretty open. The space for it doesn't look too big, but it looks like it's pretty deep inside. There might be some stalactites and such here, but we'll make do. Just one night.
Hey, it's like a sleepover. You'll just squeeze in and tell ghost stories.
Don't drink the water from here.
But it's fresh, buddy.
It's also
This is where they get water from. They take it from caves and shit, I think.
What in the world did I call this map? Am I going crazy? I'm obviously going crazy.
Well, whoever gets there last is a rotten egg, and I start jumping over to it.
All right, is anyone else going to compete to make sure they get in there first?
Badger's just gonna
Silas will
walk over
scoot.
and move whoever's there.
I'll go in last.
Yeah, Ponyta is just gonna
now,
like move at her normal pace.
You will go second to last because Nibelshoy will be taking up the rear, just looking around just to see if there are any threats.
Ready
Good
to
on you,
stab some
Nibelshoy.
backs.
You've always been my favorite.
Oh my god.
It'll hurt to kill you.
All right.
Badger kind of,
Shit.
once he gets into the cave, is going to start. He's going to set up the little machine so that he can just start punching the shit out of the wall and make our space bigger for 7 rounds.
Jesus Christ! All right, you go ahead and just your fists start pummeling the side of the cave. You make deft work of it, and you put up the machine, and you've made the place, not spacious but cozy. And I need someone to roll a d4.
Bet you do.
Go ahead and give me a nature or survival roll.
Fine. Which one's better? Why is my nature better? Weird. Oh.
Silas, you reach the conclusion that the storm, at the pace it is coming, and its locusts, will last for 15 hours.
Great.
Jesus. All right. Well, then
All
I'm
right.
just going to keep making the space bigger.
All right, gang. What are we gonna do here while we wait out this 15-hour storm?
I'm gonna go over to Silas.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Sa-
buddy. You need another
hey.
cookie?
Well, yes, but hey, I'm sorry for kind of just jumping on you earlier. I don't mean to scare you or anything. I don't have a problem with Twisted or anything. I got
Okay.
Look,
Look,
no.
no. Please.
no. I was saying that, and then I was gonna change the subject. We don't have to talk about that. That's cool. No, we don't.
Yeah.
It's, I was gonna say, how did your legs get like that?
Cut
Is
him
that it?
off.
No, you didn't. They're right there.
Yeah, I get it.
No, like I don't.
Angle, look, you're.
That's my name.
It is. I appreciate that you you know, I don't want to be ugly.
You're not ugly. You got nice. You got a nice face. I like your triangle
That's
nose. I never seen that one before.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. Look, you're. It's not that you're. Well, it is that you're kind of overstepping here. I know you're curious and all, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't say that word around me. Okay, it's just don't say that word around me, please.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's problem. That's cool. No, I mean, hey, I got words and stuff. I can't like I shouldn't say, like swear words and shit and stuff. I mean, it's
I mean,
no, I get you. Are you
you
guys
can,
cool with swearing? I don't know. I didn't hear anybody say
yeah,
nothing.
you can swear if you
You
got
hear
it.
Fuck
Ponike
yes.
from the
Fine.
background go, swearing is not allowed.
Shit. I mean,
And you immediately hear Asger punch the wall and go, ah, fucking shit.
Yeah,
I hear. Give me 1
you
second.
can
I gotta.
curse. It's okay.
Give me
I'm
one
getting
second.
some
I
mixed
gotta.
signals here. I don't know about this, but okay. Oh, I was gonna say though, I mean, you're like
What?
an adventurer.
I am.
Like
We all are.
that's crazy. Like you've been doing this for how long have you been doing this for? Like a while?
Shit, me. Uh, I guess technically me since I was 12. Not not with these guys. Just in general me. But I met them about. God damn, Asgard. How long has it been since we've been going? I had a birthday between when I met them and now, but I don't know. I don't quite recall how long it's been since we last since we first met.
Shit. Almighty DM.
He got up to pee.
Shit. I mean, it's probably been at least close to a year, I would say.
No, I think in game, the party has only been hanging out for like a couple of months at the most.
Well, with Ponike, but before you, we had like because we had to travel on foot from Paluur Draal over to Rekalor because that's where one of the villages was over towards Important Keep as well, and kind of take those over. There's not like that would have taken multiple days just to get there and back.
Yeah, so
And
you know,
then-
a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So, all right.
How
So,
old are you?
huh?
How old are you?
I'm like, how old are you?
I'm 35. How old are you?
Damn, you're old. Sorry.
Okay,
I'm only like 19.
you're only 9. Jeez,
I mean, I'm
God,
getting up
Our
there,
Lady above. You're only 19.
I mean, I'm pretty old. Like,
No, you're not old. You're not
No,
old.
I've been outside for like 7 years almost. I mean, hell. Okay, all right. Where did you come from? Because I hadn't heard nothing about you, and then Buddy was talking about some bunch of stuff, and I don't really believe him. I was like, because when all this happened, I was like, hey, bud, shit, I gotta go find Buddy. And then I found him, and I was like, hey, Buddy. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, hey, do you know anything about, like,
Yeah.
who do we go to? What do we do? There's no leaders, you're the coolest clown around. So I was like, hey, what's going on? And he said, well, I know the location is person. And so we came, and we found somebody, and along the way, we were talking, and we heard you, and I was like, man, this Silence dude seems so cool. And well, we found you, and you seem pretty cool. I don't know. You gave me cookies, so that was nice. But like,
Yeah,
what
but
are you like? this is gonna sound really forward, but like, are you gonna save the world?
Uh, well, um, fingers crossed. And he'll give a side eye to Asger real quick.
Okay, I knew it. See, okay, you are what clans need. Everybody's looking up, and like, there's nobody to look forward to. And look, I'm not gonna badmouth Bodhi that much, but he's not a very good leader. He's kind of for lack of a better word, he's a little bit of a grump, And I mean, you seem
Yeah.
jolly enough. I think we really need somebody who can like take the charge here and like lead all clans. Like,
Whoa,
no, because you're a good
no.
leader. You've been leading this group for what, however long? I don't know.
Wait,
Oh,
I
know
mean,
why
I haven't been,
Sorry.
I haven't been leading. I've just been, I'm part of the group. We just,
I mean,
you
you don't have to play yourself down. I know you're the leader. I mean, I can just tell by the way
I'm
you like
not
walk around.
Tangle, honey. I'm not. I'm part of it. I'm important, but I'm not the guy. I don't call the shots. I help with the shots. We all decide on them together. Just we. Well, I tell you what, we had somebody try being the leader once. He was quite a. Well, he's not around anymore. It's it's just easier to not have one person to listen to with these kind of things, I guess.
I mean, I think I'd listen to you. You got you got a cool voice. I like how you talk, and I'm kind of doing your voice accidentally. I just sort of picked it up. It's so cool though. Oh man, look, I know I'm looking down on you, and I look intimidating because I'm taller than you and everything. But like, here,
Oh,
let me.
that's
And Tangle gets on his like hands and knees, and he's just like, here, now I'm your height. Like, dude, I've been traveling for so long, and it's crazy. Like, there's so few clans left, man, and we need somebody, but like somebody else. If I don't know, don't tell Buddy I said that, but like, I'm getting sick of him. He's real grating, and he's kind of mean, and he called me short one time, even though I'm taller than him. I think. I don't know. Man, you should really just.
Tangle, are you okay?
No, yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Can you come to the? Can you come to the fort and stay with us? You, we need somebody there, because I don't think Buddy's up to being the leader of a whole outpost and all that. But you seem to have your head screwed on tight.
In Corey, Asger hears in his head, "Come and get me, please."
Milo walks in and grabs Silas and says, "Silas, I need you here immediately. Come, I have something to show you."
Oh, okay. Well,
Look, I'll be right back. I'll come right back. I'll give you some food, okay, honey?
oh yeah. Take your time.
Yeah,
No, take your time.
Okay.
In
Be back.
as they're walking away, Milo says in Quarry, "Don't let this person trap you in a conversation. There's no cage that can hold you, much less a troubling, awkward moment. You need to stand up for yourself, Silas."
That's not what that was about. Wow. And he puts his hand on his forehead. And he starts speaking in common, but then he catches himself and gets back into Corey. Wow. I think things are a lot. Wow. Wow, there's not many of me left. Wow, shit. Shit.
Milo looks at Silas and says,
Oh, it's worse than that. There's no one like you. It's just you. It's just us.
Dumbass, that's not what I mean.
They might be your people in a sense, but that's only the past. These bonds, Silas, we're floating free. You don't need to concern yourself about the connections you have, because we are going to start anew.
Ponike chimes in quarry. If it makes you feel better, I've never met someone who looked like me.
It doesn't make me feel better. Shit.
Hey, hey.
God damn.
We're family in our differences.
But that's no. Please, you don't understand. I don't have much of clon things. My folks didn't teach me. I had to go find out, and people didn't like to keep me around when I sought them out. I mean, shit. I taught Asger the talking, I taught him Clonnish, but you don't know how long it took me to learn it. No one would teach me. And now there's so many of them dead. Oh my god, there's so many of them dead. Holy shit. That poor fucking kid right there that says that. Oh my god. Somebody catch. And Silas faints.
Adger stands up, walks over off of the slab, picks Silas up, shakes him a little bit like a rag doll.
Hey, is he okay? Jesus.
He'll be fine.
He's fine.
In Quarry... No, you can keep talking, but...
I was gonna say, do I believe them?
You okay,
you
sir?
can roll insight, because Asgard did kind of shake him fairly violently.
I'm going to insight. Fuck yeah. 19.
Let me roll deception.
Yeah, roll deception as a contest.
Oh my god.
Exact opposite.
Yes!
What the hell?
That's weird.
Okay, go ahead and give up the goods, buddy. What do they find out?
I mean, he
Asger
is not
buddy,
okay.
Not buddy.
He is not okay. He is fainted because of trauma.
Yeah, pretty much. You can tell, like, distraught, like, features within Silas's.
Well, I can tell that Asger knows Clonnish.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, Asger spoke to you guys. Well, not spoke, signed Clonnish to you guys. Asger kind of will end Quarry while you guys are kind of figuring things out to Silas, be like, problem is you're dwelling on what is now. Remember what we've talked about. We are building a new world. We are making a new creation. Because this one is broken. This one will not last.
You can make a world with 1 million clones.
That's not what I want.
Well,
for the first fucking time, my people want me. And I can't stop and help.
Ego's going over there to help because he just sees you fall down and get back up a little bit, but he's definitely going to walk over there.
Oh no, Silas is
Sweet
midair.
boy.
Can I detect their thoughts and see what they're saying?
Oh no.
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, you can.
Would detect
That
thoughts?
is a good question.
Wouldn't it? I mean, it's thoughts. It's language, but it's thoughts, dog.
Yeah, that's actually very
That's
tricky.
interesting.
I mean, I think you would detect the like you would detect us speaking to each other, but unless you spoke Quarry,
Yeah, you'd have to do comprehend
You'd-
languages, then do detect thoughts, then it would work.
Yeah.
Because if you do detect,
Yeah, you like.
you just hear.
Mm-hmm. But you'd see the highway and you'd see how busy it was, but you don't know what kind of fucking cars they're driving. You just know there's a lot of cars.
That's a very good way of putting it. Yeah, so if you have
sick analogy.
comprehend languages and detect thoughts, you can snoop in on what they are saying.
Snoopy.
Man.
Wait,
know
are
there's a
are,
lot
are
of
comprehend languages and detect thoughts both separate concentration spells though?
I don't think either of them are concentration.
Oh damn! All right, never mind.
What was that, Max?
No, I was just gonna say, if I had the spell, I would.
Oh.
But all I have is detect thoughts. That's all I got for that one.
Detect
If I
thoughts
only had the spell.
concentration, but the other one is not.
Is
That
not.
link is not. So you'd be
Detect
able to
thoughts.
technically.
There's at least 2.
So you can tell we're talking. You can tell we're talking to each other because you hear different weird voices.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. That one's Silas.
All right, let's get back on it. So what are we doing here?
I'm just gonna cast detect thoughts and see what the hell they're doing.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right, buddy. What do you got?
Nat 20.
Holy shit.
Ooh,
Jesus.
so good.
You're bombarded
God,
with imagine that you're trying to watch 4 movies at once. That's essentially what's going on when you attempt to broadcast into their minds. And if they're speaking to one another in quarry, their minds are linked to one another. And due to their training in the language, they can, kind of parse together what this feels like. You're untrained, but you're skilled in other ways. And you manage to delve through the din and the noise. And although you don't comprehend what is going on, you are not driven mad by the experience.
Well, that's a relief.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tangle,
But you.
you should probably step back from that crew.
Wait, why? No, Silas just fell over. I gotta help. He's like, Silas, are you good?
I said step back.
Buddy, he's fine, man.
Buddy, what has you so frightened?
He's just getting skittish.
I just got lightheaded. I'm sorry. And he
Nibbleshoy.
starts.
We're in a dark cave with a fire burning. It's easy to pass out if you're not being careful.
Nibbleshoy pinches Tangle and like wherever he can reach and just like pulls him away.
Ow, shit.
I'm gonna cast telekinesis and move my crew away from them.
Jesus.
Whoa!
Just pick us up, put us down.
Pick 'em
Is there a
up like
saving
that,
to make, or
guys.
is it just that? Christ, that's a lot to read.
It all depends if you're willing or not.
Oh God, what is going on here?
Creature. Strength check.
Would Tangle be willing, or would he just be like, what? Huh? And let it happen?
Well, considering it's a strength check versus a spellcasting modifier, I can only imagine Buddy would fucking destroy
Yeah.
him.
Fucking dog walk you.
I think Tangle resists for a second, but then just gets picked up.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
Like, cat, don't pick me up, don't pick me up.
Yeah, it's like a cat, like, no, don't! And it's like, puts you in the hands, they're like, oh, I like this.
Stretching the legs out really far, just to, if there's more of them, maybe they won't get picked up.
Mm-hmm. They like hook their claws into the couch and pull really hard, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
No. Coming to take me away.
Okay.
Alright, so we all just saw 2 people float away.
That seems a bit unnecessary, but
Buddy, come on, man. I wasn't gonna, like, bite him. Jesus.
Knowing you.
A harsh signing from Nibbleshoy.
Can I roll
tells you to do
insight?
something.
You can always roll insight.
I'm gonna roll insight on these Clon motherfuckers.
okay. Well, you're doing.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
What
Okay,
the
just
fuck?
spill the
Are
beans.
these? Are
Okay,
these clons
I'm
planning
really
to
sorry,
kill us?
buddies, but you gotta spill the beans.
Are these clons planning to take us to Quabar to fucking kill us?
No.
Negative.
No.
Fuck our plan.
No.
No.
Guys, they
No, they're
fixed
just
it.
refugees, Punike shit.
I want each clone to give Ponike one strange thing that they betray through their body language.
Nibbleshoy's itchy.
Who wants to go first?
I guess from my body language, it would just be the furrowing of my brows and like the clenched fists that I have holding these two.
What does it mean?
He doesn't trust that people aren't speaking about something that he doesn't know about. If you're gonna be in this cave and like say something, you might as well tell the whole family, you know?
Ooh.
From
Speak
Tangle,
in common, don't speak at all.
yeah, honestly, yeah. If you don't speak our language, like, get out of our country.
Oh my god.
That's the one.
Y'all are, we are literally the council members of the country that we're in.
That's true.
The
This
con-
is
Y'all are in our country.
that is
motherfuckers.
true. You are actually in their country. It is quite literally there.
this is
Except,
Mickey's hell house.
You
Except-
think that matters? Everybody's dead?
yeah, they killed
Right.
everyone though.
That's true.
Not all of them, just a good chunk of them.
We did an accidental genocide of our own people, okay?
Who doesn't? Who
Genocided.
doesn't?
Majority of them.
All of the people. We're egalitarian.
I
Okay.
mean, Silas literally
Equal killing
literally
for
did
everyone.
that.
So
though.
did everyone?
Literally did almost a total genocide.
Are
of
we
people.
missing any clans who have to give us a kind of into it?
Yeah, only one of them went.
Oh yeah, only one went.
All right, let's get the rest of these clans, people. Come on, give up that body language.
Give me body language.
I guess
Queen's on.
you get from Nebelshoy, just like you can see that he senses Buddy's, on edge emotions on the matter, and he knows that, whenever someone else is feeling that kind of way, you back up. You sense that he seems to have experience to know that the other clan, the clan that called for the separation, has good reason and
Damn
is willing
nerds,
to
huh?
back that up.
From Tangle, you can just tell that Tangle looks up to Silas and almost sees him
Maybe.
like this,
Why?
like heroic figure, mixed with a little bit of like, maybe he's into him. I don't know. He's a cute guy.
You smell like
That's about
victory?
it.
Then yes.
Ponike has the bonfire kind of grow just a hair, not like instant, massive bonfire, but the fire just kind of gets a little brighter, and it begins to almost wave and dance very unnaturally, almost becoming very much like a circus tent or like circus lights. It is what it begins to look like. And she kind of struts towards Buddy. And she goes,
Okay.
"Do we threaten you?"
Everybody threatens me. There's 20 people that I'm looking out for. They're all not here with us. So it might as well just be us to be the last 3. And you're over there talking about, I don't fucking know. Like,
She hugs you and she whispers in your ear,
get the fuck off me.
"I'm sorry."
He pushes you.
Didn't we
Oh,
bring them all with us?
No, Ian said we couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with the weird logistics of having 20 people technically. So yeah, no.
Okay.
Continue with the Voldemort hug.
Hurry.
Yeah, no. At the sight of her getting closer, Nebelshoy is once more going for a short sword, and just like, whoa, easy there. What do you think you're doing?
And Silas
She
gets
hugs
up and
you, she apologizes,
tippy-taps over.
you push her back, and she takes a step back.
He's gonna do an intercept motion between the two.
Is this a
As-
threatening action?
No, this
No,
is more
she's-
of a
This is like a
defensive action.
hey
towards
guys.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silas tippy taps over with the intent of getting between Panike and Buddy, but now that Nibelshoy's there, he just tippy taps over. Panike, come on.
I was just apologizing for threatening.
It's okay. You
him.
could. It's all right. You can apologize with your words. All right. Some people don't like to be touched. Okay. Just
Yeah, he's pretty particular about that. I tried to hold his hand once and he got mad.
don't. Yeah. It's
You really
Look.
have no filter, do you?
he's.
Yeah, Silas, stop talking.
Just-
Jesus.
That's out of character laughing. God damn it. Stupid.
Yes, that's exactly what
God, I love Tangle so much. Fuck. Okay. Oh yeah. Now, just can we've got a long walk and a long storm ahead of us. Can't we just play nice, please?
I was
Please.
apologizing.
That's
She felt
okay. You
threat-
can,
They felt threatened. I was apologizing for
it's
being threatening.
yeah, that's all right. You can.
I wouldn't want
look,
to be threatening to our guests.
If you were threatened by someone, would you want them to hug you?
If
No.
they were apologizing.
Well,
Tighter.
you're particular then. Go on, Nibelshoy.
Sorry, just a tighter
No, no,
grip
no.
and like narrowed eyes towards honestly every one of the party, just like looking a flashing look, around everyone.
Don't give me that look, Nibelshoy. You know we're cool. I think.
Just
He's
yes,
not so
we
sure.
are cool. We're cool. Please, we're cool. Okay. Like, Panike, yes, you're apologizing. Just not everybody wants to be hugged, buddy. Look, we're not bad people. We're gonna get y'all there. There's just, tempers are high and shit, and there's a lot of people to think about right now.
Don't you
Just-
think I know that?
Don't you think I know that?
Listen, I'm missing kids, god damn it.
Me too, probably.
Hell yeah.
Look,
We all miss
it's gonna be a
people.
long walk. It's gonna be a long walk if we keep this up. Let's just calm down, please. And Silas is like wringing his
Pretty gay.
hands and like crying and looking like a mess. He doesn't look
Panike
good.
walks back over to the fire, and it kind of looked like a floating circus tent. And as she walks back to it, it resumes its natural fire-like appearance.
As you're all arguing, Asger looks over at Milo and goes, "Do you want to play a game?"
That's
I
where
think
it
a
begins.
I think a game could be appropriate right now.
Can I insight this shit? What the fuck are they doing?
I spin the bottle. I'll go first.
So I don't know if you saw it.
Been the
Asger
buddy.
literally walked
Yeah.
away as all of you guys were kind of arguing and talking, because he was like, "Well, I have no part of this," and smashed a small crater into the ground, basically like a little dice rolling pit, and he started just rolling dice in the pit.
Fucking punched himself a dice box.
Like,
What the
just
fuck's wrong with
utterly-
you?
Okay, everyone, take out your character sheets. Character sheets. The real game begins.
Oh my god. We've gone too deep. We've
The
gone
question is, who's the
This is
DM?
what I was really waiting for.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yes.
We're gonna
cars
play-
and
I mean,
coffee
you have
shops.
15 hours.
Oh, all right. We can play. Actually, I think there are actually rules for this. You're gonna play a dice game.
Yup.
Sure, I will get this
Some
figured.
of us, yeah.
Simple dice games in D&D 5e. Let me just see here.
My phone's at 2%. Shit. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a charger. Don't stop anything.
Okay.
I wish we were in person, because then we could play liar's dice.
Yeah, I know.
Same.
We'll do it. We'll hold off on the dice thing. Does anyone want to do some performance checks? Maybe use some magic to cheat. Are we gonna cheat at dice? What are we doing here?
Actually, Nibelshaw is just going to, like, you know, at best, just like motion to the other clones that he's gonna take first watch for the night, and just surreptitiously signing to Buddy. Maybe showing ourselves was a mistake after all,
Yeah,
and just walk away.
Nibelshoy, do you go near the swirling torrent outside?
I'd say like closer to the entrance, but not too far in. He doesn't, he's a small guy. He's gonna just go.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
Dear. Oh dear. Oh dearie me.
What the
damn.
fuck?
Oh damn.
Oh boy.
Nibelshoy, you take a
What
deep...
happened?
Nibelshoy rolled a perception check on the storm.
It was a
Nibelshoy.
nat 20.
Yeah. Nibelshoy, you take a deep breath in an attempt to calm yourself down, kind of center yourself. And as you breathe in deep, the smell of the storm hits you. It's odd, eerily familiar. As you probe your remembrances, circulating in your mind, you remember why this scent seems to be so fresh in your mind. It's the same smell you experienced when you were in Thaliost, when the morning's fog coursed through the city, and you can see everything it touched turn all the people into ash. All the people into ash. And you look into the storm, and its swirling motes, and you take a step back, and another step back, and another.
Immediately, you guys hear a piercing sound as Nibelshoy casts and this sound basically says incoming in a shrill, like almost dog whistle level uncomfortability. And just like he casts it again, and a small sort of, actually I'd say he casts Mage Hand, and just it points over to the entrance.
How does everyone react?
Hearing this, Asgard immediately gets up to his feet, pushes past Nibelshoy, almost motioning for you to like get the hell farther back.
I'll do it.
And he takes his scythe, because he does double damage, and slams it into the ceiling to cause a cave-in to seal off the entrance, so none of us get hit by anything.
Okay. Asger, give me a perception check before you bring down the cave.
Dookie.
You hit Silas. Oh no!
Oh no!
Silas is cleaved in half.
Again.
Again.
This is the third time? Shit.
If I had a nickel every time it happened, I would have 5 nickels, which isn't really that weird, but it's strange it's happened 3
It's not that
times.
it happened 5 times.
I would 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happens twice.
Alright. Asger, unlike your Clonnish brethren, the stench of death comes to you more readily. Right before you slam Threadsever into the ground, you look into those swirling sands, and you see that they are not sands but motes of ash. And to you they remind you of the most sacred of rituals. And then you know that that storm outside is not carrying little bits of sand and soil and stone, but immense torrents of the ash of the dead burned to a crisp. You slam Threadsever down, and the cave is sealed. The great rush of the torrent of stone coming down blows out the fires, and you are in a dark cave.
Ponike relights the fires.
That's a
Okay,
bad
Silas
idea.
screamed.
the lights.
Keep the fire exceedingly tiny, considering I just closed off our oxygen supply.
Ponike snuffs the fire.
I'm gonna cast light on a few of the rocks and just put them in a pile.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Smart thinking.
Thank you.
Ponike will begin to glow. She's gonna cast light
She
on her.
grabs her knuckles and shakes her hand, and her hand starts to glow like a fucking glow stick.
No, she's gonna cast light on her cigarette, so that way the glow of her taking drags is like even brighter.
Okay.
Cool.
You were now sat around these glowing stones, their meager light wafting over you. A brief tension in the air. A dagger
Guess I should snuff.
above everyone's head. And this is where we're going to end it for today, because we are at the 4-hour mark. See you all next week, everyone.